Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
You need cool air. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, sunshine, yeah.
Hello?
Hello, it's Phil from Gino's.
Hey, Phil.
I'm inviting everyone on Staten Island to come over for dinner.
Gino's Restaurant invites you and your family for a great time and delicious dinner, featuring our real wood-burning brick oven and dinner specials every night. All your family favorites with that old-fashioned home-cooked flavor.
Gino's is the best.
Gino's Restaurant. It's like eating at home. 2040 Forest Avenue.
So come on over for dinner.
If you wanted a keg of beer at your party, you were talking major hassle. But now there's something better. Party Ball from Coors Extra Gold and Coors Light. You see, instead of this, you get this. Over 5 gallons of brewery fresh beer in a portable plastic container. You just pack it with ice, push in the handy reusable tap, and party with a bunch of your friends. Then recycle the container. So forget the hassle and pick up a Party Ball at your favorite store. Because it's just not a party if you don't have a ball.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
All right, stop.
Show me how you do that trick. Show me how you do it.
You know? It's a library. Of course it is, because you fucking go in there and lie like you fucking... A lie... Oh, is that how I say it? Oh, because I got a fucking accent, you pieces of shit?
How do you say library?
Library.
Oh, yeah, you do say it wrong.
I do say it wrong. Yeah, because, look, you people know everything. I'm not scared of books. I don't like reading them. I don't waste my time. I don't have a reading chair. I got to fucking watch TV, watch sports chair. Okay, what is this bullshit? Psych. I'm not joking. The UPS does passports quick and easy, no more walk in. Yeah, I don't want to walk into a mall. Like, I don't want to be in a mall. I just...
All right, go to the library.
I don't like... I'm not going to the library. He's saying upon... But I got to make a reservation. Can you make me a reservation and make it?
I cannot.
Just make believe you're me.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Walk away from the bullshit in your life. Each moment that you spend dealing with unnecessary bullshit is a moment that has passed you by. Your time on earth is short. Stop submerging yourself in bullshit and start immersing yourself in the pursuit of joy and delight. Do whatever makes you happy. Play more video games. Make ridiculous TikTok videos. Or laugh at other people's ridiculous TikTok videos. Spend more time outdoors. Go home and play with your dog or your many, many cats. De-bullshit your life and live an existence that is more peaceful and joyful. And don't forget to just chill.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Well, hello, all you crazy cats and kitties. What's good on a Wednesday? What's good on a Wednesday is that we get together here on BF Live Stream Show 119. We're one more away from 120. About to hit another little plateau here. How's everybody doing today? It is Wednesday. What is it? It's July. July is just burning up on us fast. Wednesday, July 24th. What is up, y'all? It is midday freaks. It's midweek freaks. So, yes, we have made it to the middle of the week. And I know some of you could say, geez, BF, I've already, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it already feels like it's Friday. I can't wait to Friday. Well, that's kind of why we're here. That's kind of why we do what we do. So we're starting out with you here today. It's noontime here on the East Coast. So what are you doing? Are you having lunch? Got a ham sandwich? Or peanut butter and jelly? You go to McDonald's, trying to sit through the drive-thru? Did you bring a salad from home? What are you doing today? Are you having lunch? Are you home having lunch? Are you working from home? Are you working from work? Let me know what you're doing because we do the chat family check-in. So I hope a lot of the chat family checks in and lets me know exactly what they're doing. We're going to get into that pretty soon. We're also going to have a few guests here on BF Live today. In the 1 o'clock hour, we're going to have my friend Kai Brancaccio. I had an extra A. There's not an extra A in there. My chair is slowly slipping down. Kai Brancaccio. He does a morning show with Kai and Friends. I've known him for a little bit. He kind of reached out to me a while ago, so he's actually going to be on my show today. I already did his show, so he's going to be here in the 1 o'clock hour, and we're going to catch up. We're going to go way back, and we're going to kind of figure out, hey, when do we all kind of get to know each other, and how do we end up all kind of where we're at here today? So we're going to do that in the 1 o'clock hour, and then in the 2 o'clock hour, I think it kind of last minute put this together, but if it comes together right and he can make it, Jason Bardo X will probably join us maybe in the 2 o'clock hour. And he's going to show up and promote some stuff. So that's what I love about BF Live. I love getting up here, getting in front of my gear every day, mixing the greatest things I love about radio, podcasting, and friends, and doing it all together every day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. East to 3-ish, depending on how much fun we're having. I see there's at least a few 29, now 30 comments piling up. So they are piling up quick. How about if I have a drink of agua? Maybe I'll have me a Tic Tac, breath mint. Our lips are so close. I'll have a Tic Tac. I have a refreshing Tic Tac. What are you having today? You have, like I said, you're having a ham sandwich. I got me some fine agua and a Tic Tac. We'll get ready to get our day started. I think I'm definitely at the beginning of starting a big day because we're going to do the Levy-verse tonight. We're going to do replayables, midweek freaks, because we can't wait until Wednesday for a party. Until Friday. We can't wait till Friday. We got to do it on a Wednesday. The midweek freaks, that's always that kind of, midweek is kind of the default Friday for people that just can't wait. So we'll be doing that at 8 o'clock East tonight. I swear, my show, I think I'm slowly sinking. You're going to see me like doing this during the show today. Every now and then my chair has a little fit and all, and that little piston thing just wants to slowly seep air. So if you see me kind of like shrinking in my seat, that's probably why. But I'm so happy to be here with everybody today. I see there's a few people in the chat family. Everybody know that nobody has more fun in the middle of the day than BF Live. So we're going to have guests. We got people coming in. I see the chat family piling up. Bobby Nick will be joining us a little later. I think he might be doing the lounge. It was very busy this morning, I say, for whatever reason. I get up a few hours before the show and try to get ready, do my ablutions. as Howard's parents used to say. I do my ablutions, do my hair, all that stuff. Take care of yourself. And I have had some pancakes, some coffee, and all. And I noticed that there's a lot of people that were popping off doing shows today. A lot of them are talking about the whole Aaron situation, that whole steel toe fiasco and all that stuff. So I know people probably have a lot of opinions on that. But I'm so happy to see a lot of people here. I'm so happy to see the chat's piling up. So come on, get in here, grab a chair. I'll be here at least for the next 3 hours or so here on the East Coast until 3-ish here. But I see all of the chats piling up. Let's see. They are piling up. So I need to know what my friends are up to. And I don't think I took care of a little bit of business. So let me take care of a little bit of business here. And we're going to get ready to do the chat family check-in. Let's see what I got planned for you today. Because this is BF Live. I don't make a script or anything, but I do kind of write out some things that I can get onto, and we can do segments and have a lot of fun here. So, of course, we'll do the BF Live other news or not so serious news. We're going to do that after the chat family check-in. I have some fresh, new, exclusive site content for you. Have some new content for you here from Psych Labs. He's doing his thing. Him and Ding Dong doing their thing. What else I got for you? I have some What Are They Singing? Maybe we'll do a little Perry talk just to get into an update because for whatever reason, maybe I didn't hear this or see it coming, but after they did the pizza stream with Tony Hawk, they really have taken some days off. And maybe because a lot of times Tom will talk about the future schedule within the show, but I checked the official PCL Discord. And so I got the word from the authority themselves about when the next shows might be happening on PCL, all of that stuff coming up. But first, let me do this real quick. Let me get into my chat here. Because some people want to see my PayPal link pinned in there. So I'm going to pay. I forgot to pin my PayPal link. So let me do that real quick for those that want to take advantage of my pinned PayPal link. And thanks for everybody that super chats and does take advantage of that, like Dave Daffler and all of our friends. Let me find my notepad here. Let me see. Notepad right here. Please, 1 second while I do a little technical business here. Let's see. Copy. Let's see. Please stand by. Your view is very important to me on BF Live. I'm taking care of a little business right now. There we go. That's for people that have asked for it. I'm going to pin that at the top of my chat for those that want to take advantage of that. Also, I wanted to point out to everybody that part of the reason that Kai Brancaccio is here, for those that kind of follow these things, know that Kai was on Catalano TV, and he still is, but he's trying to kind of break away and do his own thing on his Kai Brancaccio channel. So I put his link running in the chat as well. So if you want to subscribe to any of our friends, it's absolutely free on these YouTube pages. You just go click subscribe. But I think before the show, he was at about 73 subscribers on his personal channel, Kai Brancaccio. But if we could get him up to 100, that would be wouldn't that be a cool goal? I would be proud to say that. To be proud to say that, hey, man, I helped my friend and co-podcaster and co-streamer, Kai Brancaccio, get up to 100. So let's try to do that for him today. His link is running in the chat, as well as all of our other friends. So why don't we do it and get into it? I will pull up my element. I'll put on my goggles, and I will check in with the chat family, because I need to know what you're up to today. You are making the show happen today. You are the reason I do the show. I love you guys. So let's do it. Today is Wednesday, July 24th, and we're going to do the chat family check-in. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. This is BF Live. I just love getting on here and seeing who shows up and see what happens. And so, yeah, it's BF Live. You got to see the show live if you want to get the most out of this show, because a lot of times we'll do things where we feature little music things and all. And after the fact, after the live is over, I have to remove those things from the show in order to keep things kosher copyright-wise with my friends at YouTube. I want to play by the rules. So, but you got to catch BF Live if you want to have the most fun. And I try to leave the copyrighted stuff in at least for one day, if for people going back in the 24 hours, trying to catch up with today's show. But please catch BF Live now, as you're doing, and let's get into it. I see somebody waving backstage. So before I do it and get into it, let's bring in a friend, a bro I guess he's waving. I don't know if it's a good wave or a bad wave, but he's coming. He's waving. He's giving me the Andrew wave. It's the bro from the Great White North, my friend and yours, Bobby Nick Havens.
Hey, let me in already. What the hell, man?
But hey, Bob, good morning, man. I wasn't sure if that was the no, I'm not ready yet wave, or I'm here, motherfucker, kind of wave, mofo.
No,
how you doing, man?
You said he's waving backstage, so I just thought I'd actually wave.
Yeah. Well, I saw a hand wave, and I didn't know if that was no, wait a minute, I'm not ready yet, or if that's
No, I'm good. I'm good to go. I'm good to go, Bobby Fran. Let's do it.
How you doing, man? Well, I see. Thank you, man. And like I said, for whatever reason, today is a popping off morning on YouTube, on social media, and you are amongst them because you were in the lounge, weren't you?
I was. Well, actually, no. I technically wasn't in the lounge this morning. I was doing let's watch a concert because I had
Oh.
noticed recently that the Tragically Hip Woodstock '99 performance had been the full thing in its entirety had been taken down from YouTube, and I
Yeah.
had a copy of it.
Of course you
And
did.
and see, the Tragically Hip's official channel has been putting up clips of songs from it,
Okay.
but the whatever source they got, it isn't as good as the bootleg was. So I
And that's what
decided,
you have.
yes, I decided to go live this morning and broadcast that concert for preservation purposes. So it's somewhere around in full in its entirety and in better quality. Because I think it's a really good performance to me. It needs to be out there. Somebody needs to be able to. Everybody who wants to watch it should be able to watch it. The full
Well,
thing.
that's what you're at. You're like you love music and you're a big Tragically Hip fan. I know that from knowing you. And so yeah, I happened to notice that you were playing like the '99 Woodstock from Tragically Hip. And yeah, I guess that's going to continue happening. But as long as the Rumble is the Wild Wild West, unless anybody think my boy Bobby Nick, he is like a prolific kind of. You got many hard drives and you have a lot of things kind of saved that a lot of people probably don't realize, right?
I do. I've been on a lot of bootleg sites.
He's on
since like 2003.
Mr.
I got
VPN,
hard
Mr.
drives.
Hard Drive.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's got all that shit going on, and you work all the system and all. And you've kicked some stuff to me, and I know what's that service that you used that you were sharing like the roast with me and stuff like that. I can't remember that clip site right now that we share. Some media site.
Mega.nz, I think it was.
Yeah, it was like
that I
Mega
was sharing
something
with
like that.
was.
Yeah, so Bobby Nick has got some game. He's not going to let anybody steal his musical history and all. So if you ever want to see some of the stuff that they might pull down off of YouTube tomorrow or something, you can go check out Bobby Nick in the lounge on Rumble, where you can also see this show is being broadcast on Rumble today. You can find this show today on my BF Live YouTube channel, also on my personal Facebook channel, and we are on Rumble.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Thank you, buddy. We've like I said, we've been you are like prolific in Rumble. You've been living in Rumble land for a long time because ever since you've been doing this music show, and you kind of got, they don't really go for that music kind of stuff on YouTube. You kind of set your stake in Rumble a long time ago, and I had a presence there, but wasn't really broadcasting there until recently, to when Twitter X has now changed it to where you have to be like a certified or a premium account to co-stream or put your show there, and I'm not really down with paying extra to belong with Twitter and all. So now we're on Rumble, so that's why we're on Rumble and all. So why don't we do this, Bobby Nick? I'm glad you're here, my friend. There's a lot of friends in here, lots of chats and all. I don't know if you caught on it, but Kai Brancaccio is going to join us in the 1 o'clock hour, right? Kai Brancaccio.
There you go. Yeah. So it's always fun with him.
We're gonna have fun with that. That's his first time that'll be his first time coming here on BF Live. So we're having a little kind of a membership drive for Kai because and that's kind of why Kai is coming here, because he had his own thing and then he moved over to Catalano TV, but now he's trying to reestablish his own page again. So he was at approximately 73 subscribers right before I came on air. So I put his link in the chat, in the automatic chat here in the bot, along with all of our other links. And if we could get him up to 100 by the time this show ended, I think that would make me feel good, make us all feel good. It would be quite an achievement. So, but that's kind of the goal here, Bobby. But why don't we do this?
Let's get her done. Let's get it done, everybody.
Let's get him to 100. So before, let's see what will happen. Maybe we'll check after the chat family check-in. We'll do some site content, and then we'll take a peek at the page, and let's see what kind of progress we're making when Kai Brancaccio joins us. But right now, I'm going to run the element. We're going to do it and get into it. The opening chat family check-in. I didn't run this yet. No, I didn't. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Maybe I ran it twice. I don't know. But let's do it, and let's get into it, because they are piling up. I love my friends, and I love to see what they're up to. So let's do it here on BF Live 119, Bobby Nick. We're fucking doing it. Let's go. All right. Let's check in with the chat family because I'm seeing pretty colors and lots of friends. Hoya from Dang Lizards checking in from across the pond. Oh, hey, off the clock, Alexa. How are you doing today?
Happy Wednesday, bitches and bitchettes.
Bitches and bitchettes. Well, thank you.
I like
You're
the inclusion of the females there too. You know.
Yeah, bitchettes. Yeah, I like bitchettes. Yeah, bitches. I thought bitches were, but hey, Dang Lizard also checking in from across the pond saying, just watched Doom's latest steel toe clip and didn't think I could despise someone that much. Well, Dang Lizard, he is really like, if John is like the star, Aaron is the rising star, boy, as far as delusion and the person you can't stand and the shit that's talking in a circle that he just constantly says. It's chef's kiss. And I must confess, I was watching some Stalin 19 clips. I was also checked in a little bit with Dylan from somewhere. Shout out Dylan from somewhere. Yeah. He does a little kind of coverage. He does his little angle on his show about Aaron and all. So yeah, Aaron, he is the recent locale that everybody's kind of busting on and talking about. It's beginning, says Jason Bardo X.
Right.
Jason will be on in the third hour of the show to come on and kind of promote something he has going on and to check in and stop in and say hello to everybody. Dang Lizard, I learned by watching you. I love that. I think that for all of us in that generation, that I don't think that'll ever stop hitting home, will it, Bobby Nigg, or stop being kind of funny or quirky?
No, exactly. Yeah, it's
for whatever reason, there's certain things from your childhood stick, and that's one of them. I learned from watching you, okay? But it didn't stick in the right way because we ended up like mocking it from the start, I think, Bobby Nigg. We always kind of laughed at that commercial, like, look at this kid talking about I learned from watching you. All the potheads thought that was cool and funny, and still do. So let's see.
You know, in Canada,
yes.
in Canada back in the day, we had this like misinformation commercial for kids, and it was this thing that just came on. It was talking about the house hippo. And there's this little hippo that was walking around the house. And, it was really strange because like all of a sudden it got interrupted. And it's like, now, you know, what you're seeing isn't real, don't you? You know, it's like they're trying to teach kids that not everything you see and hear
good point.
is
Try to
real.
Cause them to question something, not just watch something, but kind of question something and make them ask questions of themselves. That's kind of interesting, Bobby.
Yeah, but I thought that was an interesting way to go about it. But yeah, I'll never forget the house hippo.
That's funny. Well, my mother, I think my mother was always leery of the media effects on me and her children in general. And I remember my mother would always make a point, like maybe during Jaws or something gory or something. She would make a point when I was a kid to go, you know, that's all acting, right? You know that those people go home at the end of the day, right? And I was like, part of it, I was like, well, don't ruin it for me, Mom. But no, I knew what she was trying to say. It was really good lesson as I got older. It's like she really put that in me, like, because some people like believe everything they see, Bobby Nigg, don't they? They just take it all for face value. But she was always big to tell me, like, this is not real. Don't go out and replicate this behavior. That these people go home at the end of the day. She wanted me to know the difference too. So that kind of commercial about the hippo reminded me of what my mom used to say.
Yeah.
Paper fool was the greatest Bob-ism recently. Yeah, paper fool. Oop. What do you think about that, Bob?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay, he didn't like it too much. Big balls in the house. Oh, stinky ends in here. Whoa. I was hanging out watching Catch 22 Tuesday last night on the Hack Rod channel, and I saw them trying to get Stinky N on the air, Bobby Nigg.
Oh, were they?
Yes, apparently at some point, because as I tend to do, like I might be a little high, maybe I might nod off every now and then while I'm watching stuff and wake up. And at one point I woke up and they got Stinky N on the screen and they're trying to get her audio. They're going, Nicole, can you hear us? We can hear you. You, us, you, us. They were doing all the technical stuff with her. FKW says Stinky N, FCOTJ. And they were also saying F the puppet because like maybe 2K was trying to talk his way up on the show, but they ended up with Stinky N last night. So shout out, Noel. How you doing this morning? Just a guest says number 8, but you number 1, Just I always tell you. And I'm so happy to see the people flowing in here and coming in here. Let me know what you're doing, because I know it's a midday here on the East Coast of the United States. I know it's just after 9 o'clock on the West Coast. So let me know what you're doing. And in the Central, I really don't know what you're doing. So let me know what you're doing. Here we go. Here's the Stream Elements bot that I set up for my friend Kai Brancaccio. Let's have a little membership drive for him. It's absolutely free. It says, let's get Kai to 100 subs to his YouTube. Click that link. So if you click that link right there, hopefully it showed up as a link in the chat. You go with Kai Brancaccio right there on YouTube. Let's get him up to 100 before this show is over. That would be really cool. Is that the famous Stinky and the one and only Jason? I want to acknowledge Ash subscribing to my channel. Thank you, Ash, and good morning, Ashley. How you doing? Welcome to BF Live family. Lisa says, can I get a Hoya with a Slurpee?
Yeah.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Hoya! Get a Hoya! Hoya! Get a Hoya!
Well, let's keep getting this number bigger. I see it up to 20 on my screen now. At least 20 people coming and check out BF Live. Come on, stick around. I'll be here until at least the 3 o'clock hour here on the East Coast of the United States for the next 3 hours or so. So don't go anywhere. We got more fun to go. Hey, Lisa from Jason Bardo X. Gabba, gabba, hey, gabba, gabba, hey. What's up? What's up? Hi, H-I-G-H. Lisa saying Jason Hoya. Reverend Wild Bill simply says Hoya. Jason Bardo X says, can't wait for your 420 episode. You got to have me on for that one, buddy. Fucking A, man. Well, hey, we don't have to wait until I get to 420. I'll do it April 20th of next year, because we don't want to wait that long. We don't want to wait till 420 episodes. We'll do it April 20th. The Rev is here. I think there's a couple Revs in here. I'm getting through the chat family check-in, and I've seen some pretty colors, and I'm seeing some Revs checking in. The lovely Lisa says, the Reverend Hoya. The Reverend Wild Bills is shouting out Jason Bardo X. Hoja says Big Boss. Can I get a Hoja? Does it have Jehovah? The Jehovah? Maybe I want Pert. Oh, Jason Bardo X, hi, H-I-G-H from the Reverend Wild Bill, checking in from the ATL Hot Atlanta. Big Boss Hoya from Lisa, got a new strain, apple fritter. Uh-oh. Don't be a quitter, just get some of that fritter, Wild Bill. There you go, my friend. Well, I hope you're enjoying whatever you're doing. We don't judge here on BF Live. Drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. You do you. Hey, Lizard from Jason Bardo X. Good afternoon, Lisa from the Big Boss Man. Dang Lizard says, hey, JBX, how's it going? JBX says, LOL, there's a sinkhole under Bobby's chair. Yeah, I don't know if you saw this, Bob. I don't know, you don't sit in like I have this like kind of a pneumatic kind of plunger on my chair. And like earlier, the show opened, I kept going, and it was very subtle. It wasn't even like I could feel it. And then before you know it, I'm like almost like this. And I've already had to reset it twice. So that's why Jason Bardo X thinks that there is a sinkhole currently under my chair. He might not be wrong. Hi, blocky friend. It was, man. I was like sitting here and I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, my eye headlights, head eye level is changing and everything very subtly. Puff, puff, pass, get in that ass. Come on, the Reverend Wild Bill. I'm taking it easy there. I don't want to like make my eyes too like Chinese. Like I just barely wake up and I've too many hits, man. I'll be back to China, man. It's going great, Lizard says to Jason Bardo X. Dang Lizard, hi, H-I-G-H from the Reverend Wild Bill. Lisa got the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Let's get Kai up to there. You see it running there. Hi, Rev from Dang Lizard. No PCL today, right? No, there won't. And there is no PCL tonight. I can go in here. We'll do a little Perry talk. We'll check the Twitter X for people that have been jonesing for a little bit of Perry. We'll check into that, and I'll let you know. But there is no stream tonight. There is not one. I'll let you kind of know when they think the next one might be. There is my pinned PayPal donate link that some people ask for. Thank you in advance. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in with a $2. Thank you. That is most helpful and appreciated. The Reverend Wild Bill checking in from the ATL. Jerry Lahane checks in and he says, hi, like, share, imbibe, like imbibe, and hump day. Come on, Jerry Lahane. What you doing, buddy? Come on. You getting outside today? The weather's getting a little better. Maybe you can have some outside time today because I know you work outside. So if you are, keep me in your ear and we'll keep you company. Hit that damn like button, says Jason Bardo X. Eat its ass. Spank it. Spank that like button. Hit its ass. There you go. All right. Thank you, Jason Bardo X. Jerry Hoya, Stinky N says FSB.
Oh.
FSB. Who's it? Silent? Who's it? SB?
Well, let's just say the name is Shayna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gotten like that? Oh, I didn't know. Whoa, don't do
Well,
that.
I mean, I share her. You know.
Well, now she went on to say that, so this is obviously
Yeah,
in
Team
defense of
Andrew. Well,
Andrew.
Bobby Fran, you need to go back and watch yesterday's episode of No Filter with Andrew and Friends because,
Ooh.
okay, just before the show, and this has
Mhm.
happened like the past 2 or 3 shows.
Okay.
Andrew had news for us on the Shayna situation, and I guess she got her mom or someone to phone Andrew's house, and Andrew got a talking to from his house manager, saying that Shayna has said not to talk about her on the shows, or she's going to lawyer up.
Oh my God, I didn't know that, Bobby Nick. Well, the weird dynamics going on there is that number one, Andrew is a grown ass man.
That's right.
Number two, and the people at that house are not Andrew's parents and can no way affect like his personal freedoms. I mean, I know they have control over his personal freedoms, but I don't know that that goes to the extent of controlling what goes in and out of his head and what he chooses to say and his thought process. I don't
Exactly.
I don't
And
fully understand. Like, why would you call up and you think because he's handicapped that it's okay to call up and rat out or snitch on an adult person? I don't get that because of a handicap.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
fully understand
and
that.
you know, and threatening to get a lawyer. Like, what is he doing that's illegal? What is he
That's
doing?
Stuttering John information. That's Stuttering John area right there, talking about lawyering up and all that shit.
Yeah, like for real. Like, what is she? What has he said that isn't untrue?
And
You
that's the
know.
whole thing. You cannot control who talks about you. You might be able to threaten to be litigious if you say that somebody's slandering you or saying something out of the way about you. But just to think that you can call up somebody and go, stop talking about me, or you're not allowed to keep my name out of your mouth kind of thing. I don't know that there's any kind of legal precedent to hold that up, Bobby Nick. But I'm not a
Yeah,
lawyer
'cause
and I
she's
don't play one on a podcast.
yeah, but she's teamed up with this Jeffrey guy. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know if they're trying to bump uglies over the phone or what. I know he's in Canada, but yeah, he's made threats. He's made similar threats too in the past, and now she's doing this. So it's like, come on,
That's
come on.
unfortunate because, these.
She was on podcast for like 3 years.
Yeah, she sat
2 or
through a
3
lot of
years.
stuff. Yes.
And all of a sudden she doesn't want any piece of it. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
you can go away and not watch, because the more every time she's gonna rile Andrew up, it's not only gonna rile Andrew up, it's gonna rile the rest of us up, and
Yeah, as
you're
we're
gonna get
probably gonna
talked
see in the
about.
chat.
You're gonna get talked about, Shayna.
Right, and you cannot sue the whole world or kick the whole world's ass. So it's kind of a empty kind of a threat anyway, if I think. But thank you for the update, I guess, Bobby Nick. It's unfortunate the stuff you had to tell me, and I really didn't know that that was going on that level. That it went from, I mean, those guys loved each other, and now whatever separation reasons happened, and now it's gone to this. It's gone. It's so unfortunate, Bob.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear this, man.
It's very sad. It's very sad. Yeah.
It's very sad, but it infuriates me, Bobby Nick, and we've had discussions about this too. How no one can separate that Andrew is an adult, grown ass person who has a handicap, and they think that this handicap is some type of allowance to have to rule over him or to dictate his life and what he thinks and how he lives. It's like, that's not how handicaps work, people. He is a grown ass man, and just because he has a physical limitation doesn't mean that you can call another adult and threaten him or act like he's some kind of like a machine or some kind
Exactly.
of thing that you can manipulate or control. I mean, and
Yep.
says a lot about the people and their mentality towards Andrew that think that that kind of behavior is okay. I'll just say that right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, gang, from the big Kahuna Nui checking in. The Reverend Wild Bill's giving the love right back to Kahuna. Kahuna's getting the love and the Hoya from Lisa. Hoya Kahuna Nui. Jason says, Big Kahuna, the Freak Pod is here. They're all here in the house. Bobby, Nick, Hoya. J-Dog is saying, hello, everyone. What's up, J-Dog? Thank you, my friend. J-Dog's in the house. There's a Hoya from Remember Wild Bill for you, Bobby, Nick.
Wild Bill.
Bobby getting the love. It's probably one or both of us. I don't know. It works for others. J-Dog, Hoya from Lisa. J-Dog says, hopefully replayables tonight. I just got some beer for it. Come on. There will be. It will happen tonight, 8 p.m. East on the Levyverse, the Bob Levy YouTube channel. Thank you, Bob, for letting us do the show there. We love hanging out on the Levyverse. Go ahead and sub up over there tonight, 8 o'clock East, 5 Pacific. Drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. Watch funny videos. Watch Chris Abels get drunk and try to talk. It's all good fun. Midweek Freaks. Jerry Lahane says, Bobby Nick wants you to check in on In the Lounge, says Jerry Lahane.
That's right.
I was at Woodstock, I think. That's what they say. If you remember it, then you didn't have enough fun, Wild Bill. At least that's what I've heard, buddy. The Dang Lizard says, Hoya, Bobby, Nick, are your fingers more tar than flesh?
I'd say no. It's a layer of maybe some cigarette remnants, nicotine on two fingers.
Yeah, well, like I said, and we know I remember before Bob Levy really kind of knew all the nuance of Bobby Nick and who he was. He tried to say that you just painted that on there and all that stuff, but we had to reassure him that you are the real deal.
That's right,
the real deal.
It's real.
You know who else is the real deal, Bobby Nick?
Who's that?
You know, J-Dog, because he membered up on BF5. Thank you.
Right on.
J-Dog, thank you for the membership and building the family and being part of this BF Live family. You're awesome. Jerry Lahane says Bobby Nick's MTV style music show is on Rumble. We got that. The Reverend Wild Bill says, never seen the 99 Woodstock. Well, I think you kind of know where to go to see it now, don't you?
Yeah.
You go to Bobby Nick in the Lounge. Well, that was that crazy one where they tried to replicate a once-in-a-lifetime thing, Woodstock, and then all that hellacious shit happened with the water and the food sales and burning stuff and Limp Bizkit, and it just and Red Hot Chili Peppers. It just devolved into like anarchy. It was crazy.
It became insane. Insane.
J-Dog, hi, H-I-G-H from the Reverend Wild Bill. J-Dog says, it's a Reverend Wild Bill. Smoke one for me. Come on. The Kahuna Noise says, hey, Jason, reposted, letting you know that he's reposted what you got coming up tonight. J-Dog, doing it right now. New strain, apple fritter, hybrid, nice stuff. Reverend Wild Bill lets us know what he's smoking. Hey, the Reverend from Kahuna Noise. Hoya from Psych. Hoya, and happy Wednesday from the lovely Ding Dong. Hey, check in back to back. Do you guys plan this? This like go, okay, I'm hitting send now, and then Ding Dong comes in, okay, I'm hitting it right after you. Because they're one right after another. After this opening chat family check-in, I'm going to feature the latest creation from Psych Labs and Ding Dong. Hey, Lisa from Kahuna Nui. Psych, Hoya from Lisa. Dang Lizard checks in and says, Hoya, Psych, and Ding Dong. Psych says, fuck Kai, let's get me to 300. Well, Psych, you are my friend. Psych Labs, Ding Dong. You got status, my friend. You are constantly running under the Stream Elements bot. So yes, you can get Psych Labs up to 300. But my little goal for today, if you don't mind, is getting our friend Kai up to 100. I would like to see that happen. Let's see, Ding Dong Hoya, and look who's checking in. My dude, a person has been so good to me. I appreciate you, the one and only Bob Levy checks in. The Levyverse checks in.
Nice.
Thank you for the $9.99, bro. Good afternoon, guys, and have fun. Well, that's what we do, bro. And thank you for we're just following your lead, my friend. Thank you for all the love and the kind of support that you give us all and encouragement to keep doing this stuff, man. You're a big part of the reason why I'm here right now. And thank you for the $9.99, buddy. I'll be seeing you soon. J-Dog Hoya from Psych. Psych is getting the love. Hey, Lisa, sub of KY is done. Funny. You get two different results when you type in KY in YouTube or you type in KY in a Google search. That's all I'm going to say.
That is
you
true.
get two different kind of sites. It might lead to some sexual jelly if you go out on the internet. Jelly, could you please pass the Grey Poupon? Let's see. Hoya Dang from Psych. Hey, Bob. They're shouting out, Bob. I'm sorry it took me that long to get to you. Love hanging with the Bobs. Look, we got two Bobs here. And we got Bob Levy in the chat. I'm not sure if he's going live. Sometimes he surprises us and goes live on the Levyverse at 3 o'clock immediately following BF Live. I have to check the Levyverse now. We'll check the Levyverse. Are you going live, Bob? Let me check it real quick. Land. Levy verse. Just making sure. Live. Boom. I don't see nothing scheduled, but Conte and Kenny was on the Levy verse last night. I did the Shawnee Zone last night on the Shuley Network. That was a lot of fun. Hope you join us on Tuesdays for those. Thank you those that already did that. So yesterday was Conte and Kenny.
Who?
The Shawnee Zone.
No. Who and Kenny? Who?
Conte. Oh, you thought I said Conte.
No. Oh. Who is that? I've never heard.
Joe Conte, Bob Levy's comedian friend, Joe Conte and Kenny.
Oh.
They do a show every Tuesdays on the Levyverse. They used to do Conte and Kenny years ago, I understand. Go ahead.
Okay, when did this start up?
It's been going for a few months now, Bob.
Really?
Let's see.
I haven't seen one thing about it.
It ain't no wonder you're busy doing podcasts all the time.
Well, it's
and
true,
I think
they're
on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock, which is when you're also on doing No Filter at 7 o'clock.
That's why. That's why I haven't seen a damn thing about it.
Joe Conte and Kenny. I don't recall Kenny's last name right now, but I understand they used to do a show back in the day, and Bob Levy gave them a place, much like he did us for Replayables on the Levyverse, and lets them do a show. It's a fun show, and it's also produced by our producer for Replayables, Sean Schultz. So he produces that show too, Bobby Nick.
Cool,
yeah.
right on.
So check out Joe Conte and Kenny on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock East on the Levyverse. There's so many shows and so many fun places we can go. We can't even keep up, can we, Bobby Nick?
That's right. I'll have to check it out.
The Reverend Wild Bill says, psych, hi, H-I-G-H. Ding dong, and says, Hoya Dang and Hoya Lisa, Hoya Bob. Hey now, the Rev God, giving the love to Psych. And Psych, I love, we're going to see at the beginning, at the beginning of Psych's video, he puts a little sound clip in there and says, you don't talk about him. Psych is my friend. Bob Levy saying that about Psych. And I saw that going on live. I like that, man. I like that you included that. J-Dog and Wild Bill Hoya from our friend Psych. Jerry Lahane says, even if you don't know Kai Brancaccio, just help out and subscribe to get him monetized. Reward your damn self.
That's right.
Well, the best thing I like about this chat family is that we all lift and support each other, much like much like we do. And it's absolutely free. It just takes a second to go over there and click on something, because a lot of times people hear subscribe and they go, hey, Netflix or what, subscribe cable? No, lest anyone think it's absolutely free, 100% free to subscribe to anyone on YouTube. Membering up is a different thing. Ding Dong Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Ding Dong says, Hoya Wild Bill. The Mrs. Honeybee checks in and says, hi, guys, and thank you for helping Kai, Booby, and Baby Nick. I know what you meant. Booby and Baby Nick. How you doing there, Mrs. Honeybee? And welcome to BF Live. It's a Wednesday, and I'm happy you're here with us. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Jerry Lahane Hoya. The Reverend Wild Bill also says, Mrs. Honeybee Hoya. And Lisa comes back with the Mrs. Honeybee Hoya. There's the thing. You can click on it. It's constantly running in the show. Hi, Hi, Reverend Wild Bill, and thank you for Mrs. Honeybee. The Reverend Wild Bill says, first smoke I had in 2 weeks. Nice to be back to normal. Wow, bro. I don't know what caused you to take 2 weeks off. That's a little rough anymore for me to take that much time off. Unless it's doctor prescribed. Uh-oh. I see a friend checking in. He's checking in today. We're going to see him tonight. He's a bro, It's
Chris fucking Abel?
The one and only, the host of the Replayables. Let's see if he has the mug ready tonight and has it clean tonight. Let's see if the Abel slur occurs within the first half hour of the show or within the first hour of the show. It's all up to you, because you great folks come and spin that wheel and super chat us, and the wheel kind of takes over the show at one point. It's no joke to it. So come spin the wheel and have fun controlling the show tonight on Replayables, 8 o'clock East. Mrs. Honeybee, saying hello to Lisa. Hi, Reverend Wild Bill from Jerry Lahane. Buffalo and Chris Hoya from Lisa. Hoya to the Mrs. Honeybee from Ding Dong. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Chris Abels, Hoya brother, in all caps. Chris Abels is giving the love right back to Lisa. Good afternoon, Chris fucking Abels from Psych.
Chris fucking Abel?
Ding Dong is saying Hoya to Chris. Chris Abels is shouting out the Reverend Wild Bill, giving the love to Psych and Ding Dong, saying Bob's a genius. You don't have to kiss ass that hard, Chris. We're already on the channel, but I understand, bro. No, you're right. You're not wrong. Or as our friend Space Chief 75 says, Bob Levy is an American hero, which he probably will say in this chat when he shows up. Sorry, Bobby Fran, fat fingering. It's funny. And I know, and a lot of times I can correct it and kind of figure out, decipher what you guys are saying, but a lot of times it's just funnier just to say what you type, but it's all good in the hood. How you doing, Mrs. Honeybee? Send me the
You know how many times I've been called booby?
Send me the link.
I'm sure you have the same experience, right?
Yeah. When I was younger as a kid, people would read Bobby real quick, and I'd get a booby.
Yeah.
Yes. So when I saw that, I knew what it was right away because of that as well, Bobby Nick. I'm not sure if this is a legitimate request or if he's just doing his stinky N impression. These are all different. Send me the link. Send me the link. Send me the link. Send me the link. There you go. F Noel.
That's either his Jake Hudson impression or Stinky N. I'm not sure.
Well, look, he finally caps it off by saying, "Ha F Noel." Well, like no, Chris. He was just playing around. He was just doing his Stinky N bit. Let's see. There you go. Lisa's having fun with the Perry emojis because she's a member and says, "Smash that like button, please." Well, please do what she says. Oh, thank you, Rem Wild Bill, for saying that BF is the #1 noontime show. Does that mean? That could mean I'm the only show on, and maybe that's what makes you #1. But thank you. If I am #1, it's because of you guys, and you make me feel that way. 81 in Hotlanta today so far. Well, that's not too bad, considering that just a week or so ago, when we got together on these shows, it was already up in the 90s, Wild Bill. So this is almost like it's like a little bit of cool spell. Hey, Chris Abels from Big Kahuna Nui. Hoya from Ding Dong. I like Kai. He's a good dude. If you would have just said I like KY, I could have done so much with that, Chris Abels. I could have done a lot of that. I like KY. Hey, Psych from Kahuna Nui. Hoya Big K from Chris Abels. Kahuna's getting the love from Psych. Hoya Kahuna Nui. Well, look who's checking in. It's Jack Mahogov. Hey, Bobby Brothers. Let eat out. Let's eat out. Let's eat it out. Yeah. Okay. Come on.
No, he said let it eat.
Oh, let it eat. Well, it must be subliminal. I was my brain was somewhere else. Let it.
Let it eat it out.
So you say eat, and my mind went somewhere else, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm feeling a little randy today.
Just like the rest of us.
Just like the rest of us, exactly. Hey, Jerry from Kahuna Nui, the Big Kahuna. Jack is getting the love. Is Jack in here? Hey, Chris Abels. Hey, Ding Dong from Kahuna Nui. Damn right, Chris Abels. Tonight, replayables recognizing a pro. Can I join the 420 show? That would be great. Well, like I said, I'm at 119. I don't think it's going to take a while to get up to actual 420 shows. So it'd probably be closer to do April 20th. So if I do an April 20th show, a 420 show, you damn right I'm going to have all my heads and friends on the show. Hey, Jack, checking in from the Kahuna Nui. Thank you, Jerry. Jack Mahogov. Hey, Kahuna, what's up, bro? Dropping panties, I hope. Panty dropping time. Hey, MHB. Let's see. Hi, Ding Dong. Oh, Mrs. Honeybee. There you go. Now I'm getting it. Hey, Ding Dong from Mrs. Honeybee. Mrs. Honeybee getting the love from Chris Abels. She's giving it back to Kahuna Nui. The Reverend says, I'm always Chinese eyes. LOL. Yeah, well, it's kind of when you're trying to like read, I don't need to come on here and be like, hello, welcome to BF Live. How you doing? I'm fucked up, y'all. Yeah, being that high Chinese. Well, let's see. I guess when you're like that all the time, nobody knows the difference, right, Wild Bill? Hi, Chris Abels from Mrs. Honeybee. Psych is shouting out Mrs. Honeybee. Juggler Jen, it's been a day or two. Water, fire, air, and dirt. Freaking magnets. How do they work? Good morning, Juggler Jen. The Red Wild Bill says, also hit the share so others can join us on the BF Live show. Woo woo, Juggler Jen from Chris Abels. Lisa's having fun with all the emojis. Says Slurpee, Juggler Jen, Hoya, and Whoop Whoop. That's right. I throw the Slurpee out because BF Live's a little refreshing, a little different than all the other shows I like to say. Crisscross, Applesauce, what up, Juggler Jen? What up, Lisa from Juggler Jen? The Reverend Wild Bill checks in and says, hi, and Hoya, H-I-G-H to the Reverend Wild Bill. Granny checks in and says, don't go chasing rectum holes. Don't go chasing rectum holes. Stick to the vaginas and the mouse that you're used to. That's a more you know from our friend Granny checking in. Let me turn out the unnecessary. There you go. Don't go chasing random rectum holes. Stick to the vaginas and the mouse you're used to. Hi, Granny. How you doing, buddy? And I'm glad to see you're back and doing good. What up, Wild Bill from Juggler Jen? Gotta love the human race. Hey, Psych from Mrs. Honeybee. I got me an 86% indica pen. Oh, damn. 86. My chair is slowly sinking again. 86% is no joke. Chris Abel says, Granny, welcome back, brother. And Blummel says, hello, friends. Glad to see you all. Come on, Blummels, get in here. Come on. Formerly divorce lawyer, now defense lawyer. Boom, says Flex316, checking in from down under. We got Dang Lizard. We got Flex316. We got all the great friends checking in. I love you guys. Thanks, buddy. No, thank you, my friend. Let's see. Let me tell you how women work to manipulate you. Always involve third parties. I thought you were going to say input and cowardly solutions. No, I think input is more accurate, Jerry Lehane. They get a little more done with that third input. Blummels and Flex Hoya from Chris Abels. Lauren Wild Bill says, Blocky Fran, if you dox me again, I'm getting with VTL LMAO, not. What do you got to say about that, Vince?
I'd rather look at a big black cock.
Well, there you go. I don't think he's going to take your case. Let's see. Chris Abels, you're welcome, brother. Blummels get the Hoya from Lisa. The Juggalette Jen says, Jerry Lehane, that's what immature women do. Ding Dong saying Hoya to Granny and Hoya to Jen. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in and says hello to Blummel's defense lawyer Hoya. Flex 316 says home now. Finish with $7,000 up. Oh, okay. That's for your birthday. That's good. Unless anyone think we were playing, our boy Flex 316 checked in live, watching BF Live at the casino, and it says he's home now from the casino. He's finished up with $7,700. Not bad for 2 days. Yeah, man. Well, if you can leave with the casino's money, it's always a good thing. Happy birthday again, Flex 316. Right. I'm glad you walked away with their money, right, Bob? That was good.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Take the house money.
Yeah, usually doesn't happen that way.
Right. That's why they say take the money and run. You got to know when to walk away and know when to run. And it sounds like my boy Flex ran away with $7,700. Flex 316, Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Blummels, we need you to help Andrew the Giant, LOL. No boy. Bobby Nick told us a little bit about that. Granny getting the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Jerry Lehane says, Jen, you are an exception, confrontational, and can't hold back. Blummels is shouting out Lisa, Chris, and the Bull. Lisa is having fun with the Perry emoji. Flex and Hoya, welcome home. Blummels checks in and says, I don't know who Andrew is, but I will represent him. Andrew is our friend, our great friend. Bobby Nick does shows with him, no filter, on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And the short version of that story is that when Shuley left the Howard Stern show, he grabbed Andrew as his sports guy. We got to know Andrew through watching him on Shuley, and we've all been friends since then. So that's who Andrew is. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in and says, Chris Abels, tell homie I said Hoya. Psych is shouting out Blummels. Blummels is giving this right back to Psych. That's right, Stinky. And Team Andrew, look out. Exactly, Bobby. I wish more people had your mindset. Jerry Lehane is saying hello. Or getting a hello from Juggalette Jen. Blummels is saying he deserves to get punched in the face in Minecraft, of course. Oh, yeah, Minecraft. I'm drunk as fuck already. That's a whole different hour down. It's a whole different hour down under Flex 316. Thanks for checking in. I think that's one of the coolest things, that knowing that all these great friends are checking in from all over the world, watching BF Live and hanging out with us today. You got it, the Red Wild Bill from Chris Abels. I saw Stinky Ann on a panel show. That's the one I saw. If you were watching Catch 22 last night, Jerry, they were trying to get her sound on, and they were trying to get her in there. And it was various attempts. She was like, they were kicking her out, bringing her back in. But Blummel says, well, I'm pretty high, so we're in the same boat, Flex. Chris Abels is saying, hell yeah, Flex, cheers. Juggalette Jen saying, whoop, whoop, Bobby Fran and Bobby Nick. Chris Abels is saying, Blummels, hell to the yeah, hell yeah to the yeah, yeah, yeah. Just had a nice joint. You just had a nice joint. The Red Wild Bill says, I have a new jar of shine for tonight's replayables. Oh, shit. Oh, shit is the only thing you can say, Bobby Nick. Can't mess with that shine. Man. He gonna be shining. Blummel's defense lawyers giving the love to Chris. Ha, Flex 316. Oh, it's haha, Flex. So I'm guessing it was a good birthday. Says Psych. About to have a cone. Uh-oh. It's your birthday, Flex. Happy birthday. Yes, it was yesterday. Psych is saying, very good from Flex 316. Up 7,700, and the trip was free, says Flex 316. Reverend Wild Bill says, Flex, puff, puff, pass. Granny says, cripple love happens so fast. Cripple loving happens so fast. Cripple loving, it didn't last. Tell me more, tell me more. Did he have it in what in his chair? In his chair? I don't know. I lost it. Well, there's one thing I know there's one thing that would probably settle all this, Granny, and that is this.
Cripple fight!
I think that's what we need to settle all this, Granny.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Andrew versus Shayna.
Oh shit. From Dean.
Oh, it could have to be triple threat. Andrew versus Shayna versus what's his name? Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, because they're all in wheelchairs.
I'll beat your ass back to Toys R Us, Jeffrey. Beat your ass back to... I'm a Toys R Us kid, mofo. I bet I can suck on his ring finger and get at least as much nicotine as a pack of Zin.
Maybe.
Oh boy, we would have to OnlyFans that or something. Sucking on a finger, I don't know. I don't know what servers could handle that though. And I would not have it any other way, says Blummels. Shit. Chris Abels is giving J-Dog the bone. Woof, 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 J-Dog from Jerry Lahane. Cheers, Chris Abels from Flex 316 from Down Under. Psych is saying, damn, son, that's amazing, brother. I'm glad you had an amazing birthday and won $7,700. Got to run, gang. Be back in a while. Oh, what are you taking, Liz, to lunch? You go, Chris Abels. We'll see you tonight.
Chris fucking Abel?
Thanks for checking in, buddy. I appreciate you. The Reverend Wild Bill says, I will go and watch Woodstock 99 right after this show for sure. Nice. Later, Chris from Blummels. Bye, Blummels. Flex 316, did you ever see that pic, Bobby? What pic are we? Oh, no, I don't think I did, Flex. I think he was drunk as shit. I'm like, I'm in control of what the fuck? Where's BF at? I am. Let me see. You said you sent it in our. Yeah, I'm currently looking at Flex 316 in Discord in our personal messages, and I see no photo at all. So maybe send it another way. All right, I'll see you backstage checking in. I'll get you in a couple minutes after the chat finally check in. The Reverend Wild Bill says Chris Abels HB, happy birthday HB. Psych says no, she can't let me say hi without her saying hi. Yeah, have to check in right after each other. Bob is getting the shout out love. Thank you, Bob, for being in our chat and checking us out. Bob and Gina, all you great people. Thank you. Oh my God, I love Bob Levy, Jugga Levy. The Reverend Wild Bill says the Reverend Bob Levy and Hi and Hoya, the Revs talking to each other. Psych and Ding Dong always get me face swap tech comedy. Bob Levy is the man. I hope Bob is seeing the love in here. I just got home just at the end. Okay, let's see. And all the links are running. Where do I apply for the Levy-verse? I don't think you have to apply. You can hang out the Levy-verse. I would invite you to Replayables, but considering what you know, I'm not going to do that now. Here it is. Space Chief 75 says, like he always likes to say, Bob Levy is an American hero. I agree, and I concur with that. The Space Chief 75 says, I've been here working on some art. Hoya, I thought you were a Space Chief, and that's why I threw that out there, because I knew you would want Bob Levy to know that you always acknowledge him as your American hero, our American hero. Hoya, Space Chief from Ding Dong. Bob Levy is 100%, says Psych. Ding Dong is getting love from Space Chief 75. Psych says, Granny, I think you apply right here for the Levy-verse. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Jack Mahogoff, Hoya. J-Dog says, Granny, hope all is well, bro. Granny says, J-Dog, thanks, man, and hello. Jerry Lahane says, Kahuna and Joey C do great shows, and Kahuna the doggy rescue. Something like that. Jen, I'm still trying to figure out what the deal is with magnets and how they work. Well, don't forget water, fire, air, and dirt while you're doing it. Bobby, you have to record that, please. If I know what you're talking about, I would. Let's see. On the THC cards, I use the knockout blend, says the Reverend Bill. Chocolate Jen says, what they didn't teach about magnets in law school. LOL, they didn't teach that? LOL, you ran. Flex 36, excuse me, Jerry Lahane checks in and says, Flex, one of the big Kano guys on multiple channels. Okay. My lovely sister Kathy checks in. And she says, hello, everyone. I hope we all have a great week ahead. We all have a great week. I love that kit. You get the kiss. There you go. Domo, arigato, Mr. Jerry Lahane. Domo to you. Let's see. Damn, I have a lot of catching up to do, says Blummels. Dono. Team Andrew, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Psych is saying, hey, Kathy, you too. It's 3 a.m., says Flex 316. All right, 2:55, he says. Oh, my God, I love. We got the shine going on. Jerry Lahane says, Stinky End's other panel show was something like an incomplete sentence. Kathy, and you are still drunk. Yes, I am not. The voice of the people from NYC. Quad 4 truck 100. 100%. Round one. Quad 4 truck. Sunday, racing action from down under. Flex 316 is watching quad truck action. Wheelchair wars attack, or just a cripple fight. Psych saying LOL. Ew, my sister says. Buffalo, ew, finger sucking. Matt is saying bones up midday freaks as he coined it. Flex316 is getting the happy belated birthday wishes from the Reverend Wild Bill. Flex316 says, I did post it in TSN. Okay, well, the Shuli Network. Look at that one. Shuli Network. Is it under General? Is it under BF Live? Let me see. There's so many places that I can get things and people send things, buddy. So you have some of that might be on me. Gaseous is checking in. What's up, Gaseous? How you smelling today, Gaseous? What's good in the stream show hood? You're watching BF Live. Thanks for checking in today. Looking for something here on the phone. I'm trying to multitask while I'm doing the show. Oh, there he is. There's Gaseous right there.
Really
I can hear
you. Gaseous really is a sexy pink ape.
A sexy pink ape and Gaseous as well. Thanks for checking in. I see you in other shows. Welcome to the chat family here. Let's get ready to rumble. Come on, let's go. Gaseous Hoya from Lisa. Cheers to Reverend Wild Bill from Flex316. The Reverend Wild Bill says, sorry, Blocky Fran. HB meant hurry back for Chris Abels. No problem. Hoya Lisa from Gaseous. Spacey 75, HIGH from the Reverend Wild Bill. The Blummel's defense lawyer says, is Discord worth setting up an account? Well, it's fun. It can be fun over there, but it's just another thing that you have to go to, and if people are kind of check up on you. So if you don't like having like too many hooks in the water, you might not like it. But basically, I always say it's like a messenger, Facebook Messenger, or direct messaging with an attitude. Like there's a lot of subcategories and everything, and you can be on different servers for different shows. I'm on Perry Caravello's Discord. I'm on the Shuli Network Discord. I'm on 100 Proof Podcasting Discord. So they're all those different communities, and they all have kind of different places where you can go and talk to people and leave content. Yes, Blummel's, they're saying, yeah, Psych is telling you that it's worth it. The Rev is getting the love from Spacey 75. Psych says, it is how I met most of the cool people here, and all the videos and pics audio people do go there. Yeah, people put their audio submissions and their cool face swap videos like Psych does, who we're going to get to at Psych Labs right after this chat family check-in. Kahuna Nui says, hey, Flex, and from Jen, Matt, and Gaseous. Juggalette Jen saying, hey, Kathy, absolutely adore your brother. Thank you. Kathy Linder Hoyer from the Reverend Wild Bill. Matt is giving the love to Kahuna. Kahuna Nui is saying, hey, Space Chief 75. Flex316 is saying, good day, Kahuna Nui. Bumbles is saying, good morning, Kahuna. Gashes is checking in, saying hello to Kahuna as well. I mean, good afternoon. Whatever it is for you. Hell, it's the middle of the night for our friend Flex316. He's checking in from down under, and I'm so appreciative of that it's worth his time to stay up to wait in the wee hours of the middle of the night to hang out here on BF Live. That is just so awesome to me. Is Bobby Ape gay? Ape gay? Bobby Ape?
I am not ape gay. I just am very observant.
Or you're gape A or ape gay. I don't know. Ha ha Hulk at the Trump rally, says Flex316. Hey, Blummels from Kahuna Nui. Let's get ready to mega. Yeah. Let's get ready to pick the lesser of two believers, I guess. I don't know. Andrew was crushed when he had to turn in his Master Blaster costume for the Halloween party this year when Shayna broke up with him. I don't know who broke up with who, Granny, but it's getting ugly over there. I'm hearing talk about Shayna possibly luring up and, hey, Andrew, keep my name out of your mouth, motherfucker, like stuff like that going on, but I don't know.
Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen, Shayna. We're going to talk about you. Sorry.
Calling up someone's nurse and telling them, a grown-ass person, who they can talk about. I'm not sure how that works in America nowadays. The Red Wild Bill said that Blummel's defense lawyer, if you're on a desktop Discord, can slow some machines down bad. I do Discord from mobile, and you can do it on your phone. There's a couple different ways you can do it. AC75 is giving the love to Kahuna. Blummel's is saying, I'm on mobile, LOL. I'm going to set up an account right now. Good stuff. Thank you, Rev, from Blummel's. Kahuna says, hey, Granny, good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a great day. The Red Wild Bill says, Blummel's Discord always runs in the background. Stream Moment's bot is running. Kathy says, BF is the best brother. Love him. Well, thank you. Yeah, Juggalette Jen. Sue Andrew for speaking her name and telling the truth or how he feels. Yeah, I don't know how that's a thing or even enforceable, but I know what is enforceable. That is the end of the opening chat family check-in. So I'm going to run the element. I'm going to bring in a guest, and then we're going to look at the Psych Lab content together. But that was the cool and awesome opening chat family check-in.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. Please keep talking amongst yourselves. But don't forget me and Bobby Nick, because we're here too. Let's see. Oh, come on. We can do better than this, people. I've seen one person sub. I see we're up. Kai's up to 74. We want to get him up to 100. Please hit that link in there. Okay. So that was the opening chat family check-in. And typically what I do, when I have some fresh site content, is I like to premiere it right here at the end of the opening chat family check-in, which I will do. But first, I'm going to bring our guest in. So that's your warning. Oh, let me see. I see it back there. Okay, I got you. That's running in the private chat. We'll throw it out there again, I think. Okay, you're already running. He might not even know that yet. So here's my guest. This guy reached out to me kind of early on in doing all this podcasting stuff and all. And we've had have a little kind of a online relationship or kind of text relationship since then. So I've already been on his show. I'm anxious to have him on mine. Let's say hello to him, everybody. It's the bro that a lot of you already probably know. It's Kai Brancaccio.
What's up, man? Good to see you, Bobby Fran. How you doing, man? What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing, Kai? What's good,
great,
brother?
Man. Just doing fabulous. Great to see the two Bobbies, Bobby Fran, Bobby Nick, my brothers. How
We got
are
all
you?
the Bobbies, and we had Bob Levy checking in the chat
All
earlier. So
right.
we have a plethora of Bobbies today. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. I just finished up a project up late last night. I'm just delighted that I've got that behind me, and I'm so happy to be on here with the maestro of daytime broadcasting, Bobby Fran, and of course Bobby Nick as well.
Well, thank you. I'm doing my best. And I must say that I'm not going to get into the personal aspects of whatever this project was, but the feeling of relief is visceral, my friend. Like you communicated to me. You said, Bob, I have a project going on. I'm going to finish it up Tuesday, I think. And then I've heard you talk about it multiple times since then. And just like you did just now. And it's almost like like you relief, like a nut of relief. You're like, I'm just so happy to be done with whatever that project was.
Yeah, right. Well, it's a sense of accomplishment that's on top of it. So you got all the endorphins flowing from, you're going to make some money. You're happy it's done. You did a great job. The client's delighted. What's not to like? And here I am on freaking Bobby Fran.
Yeah, hey man, thank you for bringing that enthusiasm over here. But I was already feeling it out of you because you were so. I could feel the sense of accomplishment and achievement out of you. Your excitement is palpable, my friend. So
thank you.
I just want you to know that. So
I'm
so
glad I can convey that because I got a pretty boring picture to look at. That's why we got to do backgrounds on our channel.
Yeah, okay,
visual interest.
And I see, right? You like to you kind of do the thing. You like to protect your anonymity, which is understandable. I'm not. This is not made for everybody having two jobs and wanting to know kind of what everybody does. You know what you're doing when you're off time. So I understand that.
Yeah.
But I want to get to talking about how we first got to know each other because you were cool enough to reach out to me when before my channel, this show was even monetized. I might even been doing like coffee and pods when you first reached out to me. Do you remember the first time that you were nice enough? You like sent me a message and kind of let me know that, hey man, I watch your stuff and I kind of like what you're doing on. I really appreciated that at the time.
Yeah, well, they're heartfelt comments. I don't manufacture comments to win favor, and so they're heartfelt. I believe it. I appreciate the talents and the gifts you bring to the broadcasting realm. And even my friend Joey C comments all the time about how much he loves Bobby Fran. I mean, it's a real deal. So yeah, we talked a good while back, right? It's going back months. Yeah.
Yes, a long time especially for podcasting because when you reached out to me, you were nice enough. I didn't even really know you were out, and you were nice. Hey man, I'm looking at you and I like your stuff and all. So I really appreciated that, and it came along in a good time. And at that time, you were doing the morning show basically on your own. You hadn't even been a part of Catalano TV or anything at that point.
Yeah, it's going back quite a ways actually. Well, a lot has changed since then, and I've got my adopted brother Joseph Samuel. You're familiar with the main draw of Headline TV is Joey's Walk and Talk, is Joey's Howling at the Moon Night Talk, and also he's got the morning show that he's on with Kahuna Nui, my dear brother. We've got a great family there, and it's all good, man.
Well, that's cool, man. And I don't want to talk about anything you might not want to talk about, whatever. And I don't even know if there is anything like that exists. I'm just kind of follow the timeline because I knew you had a show. But then I like to talk about how we all ended up here today, like why I'm sitting in front of a mic talking to you, why you're here, why Bobby Nick here. That interests me. So tell me about what was your entry into podcasting? Kind of how did you get started in doing this?
Yeah, so this is the tail end of the downlock, if you want to reverse those words. And it's just something to do. I don't know about you guys, but we just felt like just completely overwhelmed by the negative news, the negative. Okay, I'm not watching the news anymore. You stop watching the news. You
Same.
got commercials with all kinds of an agenda, right? You just try to get away from it all, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's when a few years ago, that's when me and my wife we bought kayaks, and
Oh,
we're like,
yeah.
I can't get away from it on Pandora. I can't get away from it on the radio.
Nope.
We're gonna get some kayaks and we're gonna get out on the
Commercials,
water.
sports. It was pervasive. It was literally it saturated like every part of our lives. There was almost no experience you could watch in the media or participate in that didn't kind of preach to you or kind of keep hitting that drum with you at the time.
Yeah,
You're
right.
about that.
Right. And so small businesses like mine, for example, usually when corporations kind of like shut down, the first thing they cut is outside resources. And so, guys running their own business, they had a hard way to go too. And so I just was listening to some podcasts, and came across a podcast, started participating in the chat, and Honeybee was she's like, hey man, you could do this, man. You could do that. Have some fun with it. Go for it,
Yeah.
So started having some fun participating in chats, and then went on a show, which I'd rather not say, just because of within my moments of naivety, I didn't realize the circumstance in which I was entering into. And although I did my best, I put my best efforts forward to basically try to end things in terms of being like a Switzerland. Hey man, no ill will. Everything's good. Let's just part ways and move on. And there's no having that. And so that's why I refuse to even mention the show actually that I participated in for a very brief time. You want to look at it in terms of percentages. It's got to be below 3% of the amount of time that I've been doing this. But anyways, that was the baptism by fire, so to speak. And also it was a good lesson in terms of in what I took away from it, not the experience itself, but in that I realized that there's wolves out here. There's great people out here like you, like Bobby Nick. I've come to realize how many great folks there are. And there's this really great family. You see it coming around here, don't you, Bobby? You see you've got all these guys are networks. They all having good times with each other. And it's just this wonderful community. And I just love that aspect of it. And it draws you in, right?
Same thing. That's the one thing I didn't anticipate in all this. So a similar experience in that for a lot of us, the lockdown and COVID caused us to look in other directions or look for other things to do. I like that you got kayaks because that was a big part of me too. I'm like, man, rather than just sitting indoors and kind of soaking this kind of taking this mental beating every day, I always chose to be outside, whether it be riding my bike or whatever. And I'm a paddleboarder myself. I like to do the stand-up paddleboarding.
Oh, nice.
So similar kind of waters you need for both of those things. You want those nice kind of smoother, shallow waters maybe.
Yeah, Lake Erie's not the place for that, but certainly the rivers can be.
Yeah, rivers. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Lake Erie. That's that thing is something else. So so you did, you've been doing your morning show and all that stuff. And so what about as far as like radio influences? Did you have like were you a radio fan? Were you like, because a lot of these people in this community are either from like Opie and Anthony, Howard Stern, Bubba the Love Sponge Show, or maybe even like Steel Toe and stuff. So what is your kind of a fandom, or what is your interest in radio?
Oh, I can tell you that I was a listener of Stern before he went to XM.
Okay, right.
And I've got a period of about 20 years where I was like an engineering hermit, just away from. I got a tremendous amount of engineering experience in a very short period of time, just because I was so immersed in it, and I was traveling all over the world doing that kind of work. So it's like I was removed from things for a really long time. But I really loved the real Howard Stern going back before he went to XM, and I know he had great presence after that as well. But that's where I was kind of exposed to it, and of course grew up listening to the radio. Always pop the radio on, man, in the car, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So those are my influences. I certainly like Opie and Anthony, and I hear that in you, actually, Bobby Fran. I hear the natural born radio broadcaster, and same with Bobby Nick, man, in the lounge.
Bobby Nick
he's got an actual radio voice though. Like seriously, like he could have been a DJ back in the day.
Oh, for sure, easily, yeah.
Well, I'm late to the party, if you will, but I'm glad that I've found an experience to kind of utilize some of this stuff because other than I did like party DJing for like about 10 years or so, where I did private parties and stuff like that. So that's really, and if I got my mic skills from anywhere, it was probably like that if I have any mic skills and all. But
You do?
yeah,
Really? Yeah.
I just I grew up being a fan of radio. My mother like we always used to get those little kind of Radio Shack radios, or we would always radio was such a big part of our lives, and I always loved the timing of radio, the fun, the hits, the kind of the atmosphere of radio. And so I guess I must have absorbed it to the point that I can kind of do this and all. But I really love it. And so so you did your own show. I'm doing my own show and all that stuff. I'm not monetized. I wasn't at the time or anything. But then it turned into talk about how you ended up getting a relationship with Joey Catalano, and how do you get to know him and all that? How did that occur?
Well, I think first time I saw him, I think it was on MLC, and I heard this guy. And just a little backstory: I grew up in a poor Italian neighborhood in Cleveland, and there is a tremendous amount that Joey and I have in common in terms of life experiences as young men, and so that is just a natural, part of feeling the sense of I can relate to this guy, and so I saw him on MLC, and I heard his stories. I don't know if you hear this man's stories. I don't know if you've heard like some of the tragic events, some of the things that just you can't help but it's hard to keep a dry eye when you think about the trauma that this man went through and his wife, and it really moves you.
Some losses and things like that of children,
yeah,
and things of this nature.
Yeah,
so
and,
I'm a little familiar with it.
And his communication skills and his ability to articulate those stories and give you certain facets and details, it just, I was captivated by his presence, and I thought, man, I'd love to get an interview with this guy. I'd love to talk to this guy, and we have a lot of similarities in the background and when we were younger men, and so I contacted him on Twitter. I sent him a DM. I said, hey, I'd love to have you on. I can tell you I was at the time I was on a show with somebody else, and the other person was absolutely angry that I secured the interview. And so anyways, I was just delighted that he would come on, and we hit it off. I let him know because this was at the time when Joey burst onto the scene in a way that caused him to say, have like half of the people loved him, half the people despised him. And so he really, he knew exactly what he was doing, and he executed it with precision. It was just brilliant the way he did that. But I let him know right off the bat. I said, listen, you and I have a lot in common. You're not coming into enemy territory. I want you to know that up front, because I just want to find out more about the person, the humanity in this guy. And it's just compelling stories. And, we just became friends ever since then. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's how it happened.
It sounds like you bonded over him over being, like you said, being Italian or whatever. And I think I had extra A to your name sometime. I say it's Kai Brancaccio, right?
Yeah, the C is pronounced hard, but it's not a big deal. Kai Brancaccio. That's okay. Joey always forgets to say the N. He goes Brancaccio. It's like Brancaccio. It's not a sandwich. It's not focaccia.
Yeah, it's Kai Bronchitis over here.
Kai Bronchitis.
It's not Kai Bronchitis. It's Kai Brancaccio. That's cool. Well, shout out Joey. And all. I like seeing Joey and the missus in my chat and all. They've been in my chat a couple times.
Awesome.
I don't know if he is today, but he has been on other days. So shout out Joey and Mrs. C and all that. So yeah, so you've you started doing the morning show. You kind of just slid your morning show. Oh, so you got to know Joey, and then that kind of turned into more of like a working relationship. Obviously, you guys clicked so much so that pretty quickly it seemed like it turned into like this kind of working partnership.
Yeah, I think he's like, I could use some friends in this space, and before he got monetized, he's like, hey, why don't you come over to the channel here, and we're thinking, I really like the guy. I think he's a great person. I understand all the trauma and the challenges that he's been through, but I see him for who he is. And when you get to know the man and who he is, you can't help but to love the dude. He's just a great guy. And so I was like, this sounds like a great idea. And so we had shows. We put together shows. We were busting balls and breaking bits, and we had different episodes and different things going on. And I started making video clips and and making intros, and Miss Honeybee, my better half, started making thumbnails together, and we were just having a good time, man, showing support for our brother Joey C and Honey C.
That's cool. That's cool.
And Spider, I gotta say, Spider. Shout out to Spider and Kahuna Nui too.
Yeah, man. I see, and so I see Kahuna a lot of mornings on the show, and I see this whole kind of mix of things going on. And I hope people are acknowledging the link. I think I threw it out there again. Please go ahead. Let's see if we can have a little campaign and get Kai up to 100. At least I like little round numbers and all. So let's see how close we can get to that. But
I appreciate that, Bobby. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, man. So, but I am kind of curious as to because I do see a mix going on now, and I think it's so great that while you're trying to do your own thing, that Joey's kind of helping you. So I can tell that there's no kind of ill will there. He's still trying to help you do your own thing. But I am curious of this new mix now, because I see Joey doing shows with Kahuna. I see you doing your own thing. So what was kind of the catalyst for making this kind of change now?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. It's a great question, and it's a question a lot of people have asked, actually. And so if you're familiar with Joey's shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a particular profile that Joey draws in, that they just love to hear the storytelling ability of Joey, and they love to hear him talk about
the stories. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, baseball days, and he's just a great speaker, and so they love to come in and hear him that. But at the same time, if you've listened to my shows, then you realize there's different nuances. There's a different profile there, and potentially it can draw from a different audience. It's maybe not the same. And so for that reason, and let's be honest, the views on my show don't even come close to comparing to my brother Joey. And part of that is because, he's the main draw of the channel. And so people come there to hear him. And so, we're secondary to that in terms of, why people have come there. And so if we break out and have a particular show on our own channel, and it is more tailored towards the viewers that really kind of want the message that we're bringing, want the show that we're delivering in the morning in the U.S. Eastern Standard Time, or the evening for that matter in Australia, which we're very thankful for all our Australian listeners. But if there's nuances and there's differences, and so it's a different crowd. And so by doing this, I think it's an opportunity to grow that particular brand, but at the same time, there's crosswalk, there's ability to bring more people and send them towards Catalano TV in one facet. And on the other hand, he's not just saying, hey, I support you. He's endorsing us. And that I'm so thankful for that. That doesn't happen a lot in business.
That's cool, and I appreciate your explanation and your breakdown of that, because it really does make a lot of logical sense based on what you said. Because people are, like you said, Joey is the brand on that channel, so they're there for a certain level of storytelling or a certain kind of a jabbing or barbs and all. And I kind of watch your show. I've watched it a couple mornings. I watched a little bit this morning, and I can see how you have we have a similar vibe in that you try to be positive in the morning and kind of get the day going and on. So maybe those were two separate lanes that maybe didn't kind of match together or couldn't co-stream together. At least that's what I'm getting out of what you said.
Yeah, I think they can coexist, but I think that there's some there's ability to maybe draw a more particular audience for that show. Now, to be clear, we've got the Blues Lounge on 6 p.m. on Monday nights and Wednesday nights, and we've got the Happy Hour at 5 p.m. on Catalano TV, and then Saturday mornings, and those are staying at Catalano TV. So the particular show, I think it just makes, I think from a standpoint of building a channel, it just makes sense to me. And Joey supports that and agrees. Yeah,
I agree, and I believe my strategy has kind of been similar in that I think that as being creative, if you're serious about this, like I'm trying to be. I try to do this every day. I think it's good to do other shows to help build this brand, to help build what I'm doing. So I have a similar kind of a line of thinking and kind of building what I do. I think it's important that even if you do other things than Joey or whatever channel it might be, it should always be kind of prefaced on helping you try to build your own channel or your own thing up.
Yeah, there's a lot of cross-pollination that goes on. In fact, just like you're saying, you're helping people to subscribe to my channel, which I am, just so grateful for that. That's just a wonderful thing. It's a great gesture. People are your friends when they actually suggest that people subscribe to them because they're endorsing you, and that I'm very thankful for that, Bobby. I'm very
That's
lucky
good.
and blessed.
And hopefully there's some meaning behind my endorsements, because I like it. I'm endorsing you because I've gotten to know you and I like you. I don't just throw out random endorsements to people and go, "Hey, this is who I'm having on, so go see this guy or whatever." I'm sincere. I really want to help you do this, so I'm glad that you could be here on my show today. I was happy to do your show one morning finally when I got around to doing it. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great. Good
Yeah.
time for sure.
And
Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. And I know you go on early for me, and what like 7:30 East, maybe my time or something.
Yeah,
7
that's
8:30
right.
or something. And so that's not terribly early, but I was caught up in the cycle at the time you had asked me. In producing a daily show, sometimes it keeps me up into the wee hours of the morning, and so preparing the show and then kind of turn around and wake up to do your show was a challenge at first, but I'm getting better at it to where I'm got my prep done before the middle of the night now. And so when I had an opportunity, I really enjoyed doing your show. And Kahuna Nui was on there that morning. We had a good time hanging out.
Yeah, and so I'm glad you brought that up, because that brings up another aspect of the user profile. Say, like on Catalano TV, for example, Joey's a night owl. He's on really late, and so the target audience that I have to draw on. I'm just talking generally here on the subscribers. Of course, he has a full spectrum of subscribers, but a lot of them. These are people that watch and listen in wee hours of the morning, and they're not up at 7:30 a.m. And so that's yet another reason to think about doing a branching of, so to speak.
Yeah, and I really have no problem helping promote any people that I really sincerely back, because like other people have said, there's enough internet for everybody. There's enough bandwidth for everybody. And there's so many shows out there amongst, and so many hours in the day to fill. Bobby Nick, Christ, he's filling up half of YouTube himself. That guy, he's doing that. So we're all working hard to keep up with our friend Bobby Nick here. My joke with Bobby Nick is when he does his plugs, I just say, just turn on YouTube and you're pretty good chance to see Bobby Nick on a show. That should be Bobby Nick's plug.
Yes, turn on Bobby Nick Tube.
Oh, even better, right? I could just skip all the steps and say we could just call it Bobby Nick Tube, man. But that's cool. So I enjoyed kind of getting up early and doing your show, but yeah, I'm kind of getting to a better place where I'm not so much up against the clock every day, but it is and there are so many different day parts. I was kind of questioning, middle of the day. I'm like midday here on the East Coast. That's lunchtime. A lot of working people are at work, but I've come to realize that on YouTube, there almost seems like there really isn't a bad time to.
Yeah, you nailed it. I remember when you first started the show, and you're like, "I'm going to give this a shot." And I happened to be down between projects at that time, and I was listening, and I was enjoying it. And you're like, "Man, this is going good. I think we're going to keep this up." And well, here you are, man.
Yeah, and thanks. And, I started out doing this show once a week just to have a show, like I said, just to build my channel, build whatever my brand is once a week. And, bro, these people are so cool. They would show up every day and go, BF, you got to do the show every day. And I'd be like, yeah. And they go, you got to do it every day. And I'd be like, yeah. And finally, I just thought they were being like overly polite or something. But with such persistence and these great people, they really pushed me to do this. And so because of this chat family, I can literally say I'm where I am because of them, because they pushed me to do this crazy shit 5 days a week.
I hear that wholeheartedly, man. In fact, I see a lot of the same folks in our chat that I see in yours, and I'm real thankful for them. The shows aren't what they are without them. They're not what they are, and you have this real positive way about broadcasting, and I think it just draws people in. They want to lift something that lifts their spirits, and they enjoy. And I like to kind of do something along those lines too.
Yeah, I could definitely hear the positivity. And once again, I think part of it was your joy of finishing that project this morning. But you were terribly shot out of a cannon and really positive this morning. And it kind of reminded me of me. But I do have a theory that I kind of beat on. I say I don't like being all down in the dumps and all. I think that kind of it wears on your soul, man. And I prefer to be positive. So I do it as much as I can.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's amazing the tool we have between our ears. And simply it's not easy. It's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. But the simple decision of saying, I'm going to maybe turn what seems to be a challenge into an opportunity. There's a real possibility to do that, and to take something and shake it off that maybe got you a little bit feeling down and turn it into a different, reframe it, let's just say.
And I just come on here. I mean, like I just come on here and try to be myself every day, and kind of just be positive every day of the week, and that's because that's all you can really, that's all you can really control or affect in life. And
Yeah.
let's see, Lisa. Let's see some of these catch up with some of these chats here because Juggalo Jen checks in and she shouts out Kai
Hey,
right
Lisa.
away.
Hey, Jen.
Lisa, Jen.
Great to
We got a
see you.
was up from the Red and Wild Bill.
Ah, nice.
We got a good A from Flex 316. Now,
Yeah.
doesn't this blow your mind, my friend, that this man is staying up in the middle of the night to enjoy something that's going on in the States right now?
It does. I think a dingo ate his baby.
A dingo ate my baby. Hello, mate. Well, he
Freaking
made
love
out
you,
good.
Flex.
I was so happy to hear that he made out good for his birthday. Came back home with plus 7,700.
Wow.
On the good side. So that was a good thing to hear from our friend Flex 316. But yeah, we got Flex checking in from down under, as we like to say. We got our friend Dang Lizard from checking in across the pond. And yeah, chat family is something that I kind of never really saw getting into any of this. And you're right. We see Flex 316. We see Reverend Wild Bill. We see all of these cool friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go through the whole list and basically everybody in this chat you see throughout the day. And so you do get a sense that we are a family. And I really didn't anticipate that when I got into podcasting.
I'm with you on that totally. Yep.
That's cool.
They
Let's
make
catch
my
up.
day. Yeah.
Good. Kai is getting the Hoya from Red Wild Bill.
Hey, Reverend.
The Terry Nee is checking in. I know he's a good friend of yours and watches your stuff. He says Kai built an ark. Kai's built an ark.
Terry says I'm a good egg, but he thinks I smell like sulfur.
He says you're a good egg. Well, I also like I see you and Terry kind of interacting, and he kind of put me onto something that you really like.
Oh my gosh. Terry Nee, naked knees in the house. You know why everybody's always wishing him happy birthday, don't you? It's because he runs around naked in his birthday suit. He's running through the neighborhoods, the cornfields.
Yeah, it must be his birthday again. Why? Some bitches out there running naked again in the fields. Terry Nee. Yeah, I saw having a little fun jabbing at you with the Gano and everything. He was throwing Ganos at you this morning. Gano, you Gano? You mean you Gano is what you should say.
Yeah, I know what you mean, for sure.
Well, look who's checking in. Gaseous is checking in with a generous $2 super chat and saying hello to Kai.
Yo, Gaseous Clay. I call him Gaseous Clay, the fighter.
Yeah, I think I heard. Ain't it funny how certain word you get that rhyme thing going?
Yeah.
Gaseous Clay. That's right.
Love it.
Muhammad Ali's original name when he farted a lot. The Reverend Wild Bill, Gaseous Hoya is getting the Hoya. Let's see.
Yep.
I learned about Kai from JBX. There you go. Jack like Jam.
Good to see you, Jen.
Yes. Flex 316 says, same just to fuck about for a laugh. We're going to be a little behind on these because these are going back a while because I let them build up as I was kind of talking to you.
I appreciate
Let's
that.
get Kai to 100 subs on his YouTube, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Well, come on.
Do it.
It's up to 77 now. Come on, we can do better than that. I just refreshed it. Come on, let's do that.
Oh, wow. Wow, thanks.
Give a man money, time, and fuck all to do shit will happen.
Yeah, if he's determined, right?
We got a whoop whoop. We got a toilet girl getting the Hoya. Q&A time. That's right. We're doing a little Q&A with our friend Kai Brancaccio here. Good afternoon, Bobbies and Kai from Big Boss.
Hey, Big Boss, man. Great supporter.
Kahuna is checking in saying,
My brother Kahuna Nui.
Yeah, man. Yo, Kahuna and Lulu. The Red Bill says, growing up, all I had was radio and 3 TV channels outside the house. We only had the radio. That's the way it was, and we liked it. That's right, Bob Bill. That's right. A lot of times I was the remote for my father and my mother, Change that channel over there. Move that antenna. Flex 316 saying Joey is good people.
Yeah, yes, he's great.
Almost checks in and says, damn, I'm going to have to do an entire Discord tutorial. And just take your time, just one visit at a time. You'll figure it out. And home movies were on 8mm film, LOL.
Yeah, he looks like he's one of my salty cracker brethren. With that image you had.
The old 8mm films. There was always something going down when the film projector got pulled out and we were sent outside. I don't know, just something weird went down. That was a thing. Joey tried to get me to sign some shit before going to his show. Sign some shit? Really? Give him to sign like a waiver?
Well, I don't know about this. So he might be making a joke, but if he isn't, if he's not making a joke, it's because Joey got porn bombed. You guys probably know some of the things that happen. Some certain folks will do those kind of things. So I don't suspect that Granny would do that type of thing. So, but also, at the same time, sometimes people get accused of being guilty by association, and well, good people like Granny, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah,
and Joey knows that.
Yeah, and if he knows somebody that might do something like that, he might be more friendly with it than maybe the link could end up with. I'm just speculating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and Scott came on here horrified Monday, like totally victimized because he was on the show that got porn bombed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he kind of just experienced that for the first time. Let's see. Blummel says, the radio was my favorite. I messed up at school, so my dad told me I can either take your radio or I can take your TV. Which one? And I told him, take the TV. Now, that's some love for radio right there.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to take a TV. I threw it out there again. It's already running in my automatic, and the bot is running Kai's link. But there it is right there. Kai Brancaccio on YouTube. Go ahead and check that out, please. Subscribe. Let's get Kai to 100. Rev threw it out there again.
Appreciate that.
Big Boss is laughing at Granny. Italians are pretty much my favorite people. Hey, how you doing? So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Fran was short for Francesco.
Not exactly. I'm not Italian, but my wife is. So,
by marriage.
Yeah, yeah, you know it. Yeah, like literally, like her father's older relatives go, hey, if something happens to her, we know people, right? And he would do the shit with the finger on the nose. He would give me that. I'm like, damn, I'm getting mob threat. Like, God, what the fuck?
They mean that shit too.
Oh, I know he wasn't kidding because I'm looking at this feeble old man. I'm like trying to determine if he's kidding. I'm like, I don't think he's kidding. This man's serious. I'm taking him as some kind of feeble old man, but don't overlook them guys because they're the ones that know people. They know people. So I took that shit seriously. Granny, a cease and assist. He's saying a cease and assist is maybe what they have you shine. Terry Nee says that you're a good egg, Kai.
Sulfur.
Why don't you eat me, Ben, baby? Fratello.
I like eggs. Brother.
I like eggs.
Yeah, brother. Fratello.
Oh, that's what that is? Okay, thank you. I'm not familiar with that word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm familiar with scoppies. You got to put your scoppies on. Hey.
Oh, teach me that one. What's scoppies?
The shoes.
Oh, scarpe. Oh, right,
okay,
right.
Maybe.
Yes.
I
No. That's cool. Forgive me. It's my ears are plugged.
Well,
scarpe.
Probably didn't put enough of the ethnic accent onto it. Terry Nee, Hoya and hi from the Reverend Wild Bill. The Reverend Wild Bill is totally, man, he's pushing for you, man, because these are all separate. He's saying, let's hit Kai to 100.
Great thanks out to Reverend Wild Bill. That's
Praise Jesus, the Reverend Wild Bill. Come on, y'all. Get over there. It only takes a click. It's absolutely free. Like, share, and subscribe to Kai Brancaccio. Let's see. Green Man Hoya. I tried a little too hard right there. Wild Bill's getting the love from and the peace sign from Terry Nee. Blumels may be on NDA, yes, non-disclosed. Wings, says Plex 316. You gotta fly. You got them wings. Dream Man's checking in, the bro, Joey is grading at talking for long periods of time. Yeah, when he goes on his walks and just kind of riffs. Yeah, we're live from my parking lot. That fucking killed me. We're live from my parking lot.
Yeah. Did you ever try putting him on 2.0 for speed?
Oh no, I haven't done that. Is it fun watching like Joey?
You have to concentrate, man.
I think I'm running at 10,000 fucking feet. That's something that I've just started doing more, and I probably should do it even more. Is that watching things that I need to catch up on like double speed because as being a broadcaster, it's hard to like keep up with all these communities and the things that are going on. And so when I try to listen to things, I have to remember to do it at double speed to make the most of my time.
Yeah, it really is impossible in some ways. If you got bunch of friends doing 3-4 hour podcasts, you can't get it all done, especially if you're working full time too.
Absolutely. Flex 316, Red Bull, LOL. Flex 316 says indeed. Big Boss or an IOU. Flex is laughing. Granny is in high demand since his return. Come on.
Yeah. I'm happy for Granny. Never met him. I don't think we've been on the same show, but I admire Granny. I thought I saw him when he did something with Shuley, and I just thought it was absolutely brilliant. He and Lemmy. That was just funny.
Yeah, Granny's a fun dude. He's been on BF Live at least once or twice, a few times, and been in the chat many times, and I've gotten to know him that way. And yeah, he's just a good, fun-loving dude, man. I'm glad to see you kind of like getting help and doing the right things. But he still seems like he has the same spirit since he came back and all. So I'm really happy for him that you're coming up on the other side of that. But yeah, he seems like just a fun-loving dude and no filter on that guy. That guy just says whatever's coming off the top of his head, and you can appreciate people like that.
Yeah. That's my salty brother in there. Yeah. I think he dropped it in the chat, right?
Yes. I'll salt. Yes, he is. I'll salt. I'll sub. What's Kai's link again? Well, it's in there. It's flowing through the chat. You'll see it. It says Kai Brancaccio. Let me do it one more time because I can copy and paste it right here. Let me go. Whoops. Goddamn, I clicked on it. I'm supposed to copy it. I clicked on it. Here we go. We're going to copy and paste right quick here. Copy link. Throw it in the chat one more time. Let's get him up to 100. Let's do what we can do.
Thanks, Bobby. I really appreciate it, man. So much goodwill in this space.
Bro, like I said. And, I mean, it doesn't take it, I mean, in a way, I guess I did learn this from Bob, but in a way I didn't. And like, what they say, the rising tide lifts all ships, right?
Yeah.
And that's Bob's mentality. I love the fact that, the way I got into this was much similar to you. It's like kind of the lockout kind of time, the COVID kind of time. I'm watching shows and all, and I'm throwing chats in there, and I'm getting little laughs and reaction and heat, and it keeps happening. It progressed, till finally Bob noticed, and he said, "Oh man, you're funny. This is funny," and just kind of him acknowledging me, it gives you the encouragement to kind of pursue this kind of stuff. So he helps us all, and I like to kind of help Bob with that too.
Yeah, he's been great to Joey C. He's really been a good friend to him. In fact, I'd sometimes go into Bob's chat, and I'd make a comment, and he goes, Kai, you morning show, frick you.
Oh yeah. I love some of the stuff. Well, that's how I ended up coming up with the Buffalo name, because Bob had already known me and given me a lot of love and praise and everything. And I was watching his show one day out of the coffin, and he clicks up my super chat right away, and he goes, Buffalo Bobby Fran. I'm Buffalo. Buffalo Bobby Fran. So yeah, so I kind of ran with it a little bit. So that's kind of one of my nicknames I throw on there, but that's a Bob Levy nickname.
Very
Buffalo
cool.
Bobby Fran. Flex lets us know that it's 1:34 a.m. LOL. Don't count on many Aussies. I only know 8 here. Well, there you go. More Americans in the chat right here than Aussies.
When Bobby Levy gives you a name, you take it.
Oh yeah, you run with it. And that's how we got the famous Dave Daffler, because it's really Dallafor, but he calls him Dave Daffler, and all the kind of fun names that Bob has come up with. Granny is in the chat, and he says, Blummel's lawyer, it was some shit about non-porn bombing him, and if I did, he could sue me. It was written in crayon and was clearly scanned.
What color crayon was it?
Oh my God. I was wondering what kind of like legal Zoom kind of website kind of shit he must have been sending back and forth. Your Honor, I have this. He clearly wrote in crayon that he would not do this, Your Honor. Oh
yeah. Joey's got a good heart, man. Anything that he did, it was probably reasonable.
Clips. Let's see. The Red Wild Bill says, what is this TV show link you speak of, sir? Can it be put in chat? Well, I think if you're talking about Kai, I think I put it in the chat. I don't know if I remember a particular TV show that we referred. Granny, LOL, I'm glad you're back and hope all is well, says Blummels. Big fucking ass dog is dreaming, LOL. Blummels says, I'm trying to find his YouTube page, but I can't. Hopefully you found it since then. By the way, Stream Elements, Hoya from the Red Wild Bill. Look who's checking in. It's Deadpool.
Hey, Deadpool.
Hope your sack's feeling better, buddy.
Oh, yeah. And that thing around your heart, too.
You play saxophone? Okay.
Well, let's see. Okay. Let's see. G'day, Deadpool from Flex 316. Deadpool, Hoya from the Red Wild Bill. Blummel's defense lawyer says, I like this guy. I gave him a sub. Why not? It doesn't hurt me.
Thank you, salty friend.
Thanks, Blummels. Kai Brancaccio getting the love from Terry.
Naked Knees.
Naked Knees. 25th here from 25th from Flex 316. Fuckers living in the past. Flex 316. Hey, Terry from Big Kahuna Nui. Kahuna's getting love from Terry. Deadpool's getting love from Kahuna Nui. Reverend Wild Bill, he's throwing out there and he's copying and pasting. Let's get Kai to 100, y'all. He's got it going. Yeah, Bobby's good. Thank you very much. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Oh, Lord. Kumbaya. I see good things coming for Bobby. Yeah, I see that coming for you too, Bobby. Okay. Unless he's talking about Bobby. He could be talking about Bobby, but he might be talking about Bobby. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought for sure that Bobby was a radio guy. The delivery and personality and the attitude is so on point and relatable. It's just crazy. Well, thank you, Blummels. So many people said that to me, and I kind of overlooked it. I didn't realize that I was putting that out there or whatever, but it took so many people telling me, and I thought, but thank you, just to say, I appreciate that, man. I just grew up loving this stuff and never thought that I'd have any kind of opportunity like this to kind of do anything like this. So this is kind of like really living out like a kind of dream later on in my life. I'm really loving it.
Bobby has a gift.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate having you to listen to while I'm working. Cool, Deadpool. That's what I want, man. We grew up in that era where, when I was working, the regular kind of jobs and all, I wanted somebody to listen to get me through the day too, and it did, man. I listened to thousands of hours of Howard Stern and any radio, anything I could do just to keep reality out of my skull. I did it. So to even think that I'm doing that a little bit for Deadpool or anybody is just awesome as shit.
Yeah,
awesome.
that is awesome. That reminds me, I used to listen to. I forgot to tell you, I used to listen to a lot of Rush Limbaugh back in the day too.
Did you? You're a Rush guy. He had a delivery guy. Who was it that I had Bobby Tambura on here? He's a comedian friend of ours, and he brought up Paul Harvey. You remember that his radio voice?
Yeah, I remember Paul Harvey. Now you know the rest of the story.
Was the rest of the story?
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder, brother.
He had those fucking pregnant pauses in there, man. You remember those pregnant pauses where you think he would like died or he had a stroke in the middle of his statement or something?
Yeah, like he's eating like Bill Cosby's chocolate pudding or something.
Yeah, the pudding. This is Paul Harvey with the rest.
In between bites.
The story. Yeah, I'm Paul Harvey with the rest of the story. Yeah, so that was just one of those things that's kind of bouncing around in your head when you hear. I'm hooked on I like cadence. I like timing. I like people with distinct voices. For whatever reason, that's always really appealed to me. Flex 316 says, I think Bobby's the perfect straight man. Hello, Frisco. Once again, don't know what Bobby you're talking about. Well, let's see. Bobby oozes charisma that shines through, and it's genuine. Bobby, you're getting all the compliments today. Let's see. I keep nuts between my ears. I don't need to know about your sex life. I don't know nothing about that.
The walnut is somewhat brain shaped, is it not?
Flex 316 says, I'm all over the place. You are down under. You are international. You're all over the place. Flex 316. Good day, Terry Nee, checking in from Flex. I'm over here now, says Terry Nee. Blubbles Defense Lawyer says, Terry, that's better than keeping them in between your tonsils. Exactly, with the nuts, with the walnuts. Flex is getting the peace and the love from Terry Nee. Big Boss is laughing at Granny. You're like a bird. You only fly away, says Flex 316. Like a bird, like a boss. Happy birthday, Terry Nee from the Reverend Wild Bill again. Psych says, John, live in 30. Hoya. Well, boy, can you get enough of John already? What do you got to say about that?
Yes, like I subscribe to him, and I love seeing the different things he puts out on YouTube. Just it's fun to watch.
You're talking about Stuttering John, correct?
No, Psych. I'm talking about Psych.
Oh, Psych. Okay, because he's talking about John, so I wanted to be 100% sure.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
that's okay. We're having so much fun here. We're fitting you in. We're fitting more of the chat family. I love checking in with the chat family and seeing what everybody's talking about. But I'm going to show you the latest cool-ass piece of Psych content right after we kind of catch up with the chat right here. Blummels was on with me saying, like a bird, you only fly away. You got the Nelly Furtado reference. Very good. Whoop, whoop. Not only fans, Jen. Okay. Johnny A checks in. He says, smash the likes button or twist its nipple gently, whatever you like to do. Happy birthday, Mrs. Honeybee from Tyranny. Blummel's Defense Lawyer says, can you believe they don't sell Faygo in New York City? That is egregious. Yeah, it is. Faygo is a very regional drink. Have you ever experienced Faygo, Kai?
Absolutely. What, are you kidding me? Yeah, orange.
Orange?
Yeah.
I don't mind orange. Yeah, I'm a basic flavor guy. Orange are great, but Faygo was available in my area. I'm here in the Mid-Atlantic on the East Coast, so I grew up with Faygo in my area, and it really wasn't the niche kind of cult brand back then. It's basically what you drank when your parents refused to buy you Coke, basically.
In Cleveland, and we'd only got it on holidays when we went over to our aunt's house, but there was also Canada Dry Mandarin Orange. Do you remember that?
Can't say I like good old ginger ale. I didn't mind a good old ginger ale every now and then, but I can't say I ever experienced with orange in it. But that's intriguing.
It was I think that was the brand, but yet it was a brand of it was a mandarin orange beverage though. Yep.
Interesting.
I'd like
Yeah,
to try
but but Fago. So I've had Fago a couple times, but I understand it's quite regional. Some people really don't know what it is. O and A, right? Oh, you're an O and A guy, says Flex 316. So that's your kind of entry to this. Two Joins is checking in. Perry. He's having fun with the Perry emojis because he's a member of BF Live. Thank you for being a member. And we'll do a little brief kind of check-in on Perry Caravello, a little kind of program update, and we'll see what's going on Twitter X and coming along pretty soon. Hey, good afternoon, Jen from the Big Boss. QLOL from Q&A. I think you meant to say Flex 316. Happy birthday to Cherry Nee from Mrs. Honeybee.
I got a question for you when you get a chance.
Oh, good. I can always
You brought up Perry, right? Caravello.
Yes.
Now, I had this concept for an idea. Can you imagine with Joey having a tattoo on each of his fingers spelling out Joey and Perry doing a Blues Brothers movie together?
I need you. I need you. What do you think, Perry? Would you like that?
That'd be crazy.
Sounds like a good idea. What do you think, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
He don't like it. Bones up, BF brother Bobby. Well, bones up to you and 666. There's no show tonight going on with Perry Caravello, but since we're still talking about him, and I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea, so if you don't like him, that's quite all right too. I like to preface that a little bit, but what is your observations of Perry Caravello?
I find him entertaining. I think he's interesting. He's there's something about him, a je ne sais quoi, so to speak, that he's just, you never know what he's going to say. And like when you saw him hanging out with Bob Levy and those guys when they're doing the filming, it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's related to Joey C. Somehow, some way.
Give me a link. I can't find him on YouTube. Are we still talking about our friend right here, Kai Brancaccio? Because I will. Don't threaten me. I will throw the link in again. Let's see.
Yeah. I posted it in the private chat too, and
Right.
you can look it up. You'll see Kai and Friends, even though there's a weird page that also has that name. I don't know why, but yeah, you can find it under Kai Brancaccio on YouTube or Kai and Friends.
Yeah, and there's also, I know that my Stream Elements bot is kind of always peppering the chat with a lot of stuff. So if you see Stream Elements with a little wrench next to it, multiple messages. One of those is our friend's Kai's today. It'll take you right to his page.
Thanks so much.
Let's see. Let me see. Bobby Nick, dude, TWMDU from Two Joints. Good movies, says Flex 316. Two Joints says, dude, someone gifted me a membership? ? Choice. That's what happens here.
Congratulations.
That's what happens here. Thank you to Dead Fool and Dave Daffler, Chunk Squad, Brian Kowalczyk, Pulper80, and anyone that I might be forgetting. Thank you all for helping me grow this community. One of those cool people likely gave it to you. While Bill, don't forget the UHF channels, 4 channels. Excuse me. Hey, tell him
that's right.
Mechanic called. Yeah, let's call back. Okay, I was just relaying a message here. Yeah, the old UHF channels back in the day. We kind of go back to the. We only had like one good UHF channel where I'm at. Let's see. Two Joints is shouting out Flex 316. That can't be easy, says Flex. What type of pen? Dude, vape pen. LOL. I'm kind of run through these real quick.
UHF, ultra high frequency.
Oh, good old ultra high frequency. Yeah, we had like 45, I think, and that's still one of the remaining channels around here where I'm at. 45 was one. 45 and 54 were kind of the two, and then we had public television on 22. So yeah. We had those back in the day. UHF 2. Good day, Two Joints from Flex 316. The Reverend Wild Bill, dude from Two Joints. Two Joints, HIGH from the Reverend Wild Bill. Wild Bill, did you ever meet William Shakespeare? Tyranny would like to know. Two Joints is laughing at Bobby, which is a good thing. Granny says, no, I wouldn't do that type of thing. And I told Joey I wasn't signing anything. It wasn't a joke, but I don't use cheap tactics like that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Granny, I don't, not being on every show with you, Granny just seems like the person that would just tell you flat out to your face if he don't like you or clown, rather than clown on you or, act like he don't like you in some other way, like porn bombing you. I think he would just tell you straight out, hey, man, you're a fucking asshole. I don't like you. I don't think you 100%. Marijuana is allowed, Two Joints says. What do you think, Perry? Can we do that?
Shut the fuck up.
No, we're going to smoke in your place. I'm so old that when God said, let there be light, I flipped the switch. There you go. That's how that goes. Let's see. Tyranny is laughing at Bill. Granny just joined the room. Have a book chat. That's right. 2 joints getting the love. 2 joints is saying, psych dude, bones up buddy. Granny says flex 316. I'm up on a ladder working right now. Bones up to Granny from 2 joints. Jason Bardock said, we had a long talk last night with Joey. Had a long talk last night with Joey? I'm not sure about that. The Reverend Wild Bill is getting the love and a piece from Granny. JBX is getting the love from Psych. Okay, stop looking at the phone, fucker. LOL. Ding. Granny's good value. I've always been on a lot of stuff with Granny. It was always awesome, says Jason Bardo X. The Reverend Wild Bill says, I think I saw Granny in the lounge. Has Granny ever been in the lounge with you, Bobby Nate?
No,
Bobby.
never.
Where was that, Bobby?
In the lounge.
There you go. BYB and Corn, him and Lemmy are good people. Yeah, Little Lemmy. Shout out Little Lemmy and everything. She does her thing on Twitch. The Red Wild Bill says, let's get Kai to 100 to see his YouTube. Come on. I woke up to pee at 4 a.m. and Joey was on Prostate Talk. He was on that early, Kai? Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Oh my God.
I don't know that. I love my brother, but that's not a topic I want to hear him talking about personally.
Yeah, well, guess when you're up that early, that's all you all are talking about. It's in Catalano TV, says Flex. Easy to find. Kai and Friends. Yeah, Flex. So that's what's kind of why Kai is here today, because we're not only discussing the fact that Kai and Friends is associated with Catalano TV, and that is one way you can see him, but Kai is also trying to kind of reestablish or establish presence, and we're trying to get him up to 500 so we can get him sub someday on his channel.
That's right. And that show is actually going to end up being on Kai and Friends exclusively on the other YouTube channel at some point. We just came to the realization that you need subscribers if you want to broadcast. And, well, you know, if you got a dear brother that endorses you, you're going to try to continue to draw more subscribers. And I appreciate that. Yeah,
that's good. I think, right, we should, if anybody like interested, we should all like kind of have our own stuff and build it up and go out and do other shows in order to build your stuff. So I think that's a great working model. Big Ball says Granny is great on any show, including The View.
I'd love to see him on
Calm down, baby. Look, you just got out of rehab, baby, okay? You don't need to be coming on here acting all like a fool, baby, okay? I don't care who you vote for, baby. Let's see. Thank you, Flex. Sub from Blummels. 2 joins, it says, Bob's Cooking Show. We do's the cooking for yous. Yeah, we cook so you don't have to. I don't know how the eating gets accomplished, but at least he cooks for you because you don't have to. BF loves water. I like agua. I like a good agua right here.
Agua dulce.
Buffaloes are powerful animals. Bobby, great name, buddy. Well, thank you.
It's tasty, too.
No, boy, really?
Oh, my gosh. You never had bison? It's absolutely delicious.
I have not. I've heard of bison burgers and all, but I'm like a little eerie of getting out of the realm of all these kind of other meats there.
You might be surprised. Bison, I think bison tastes better than beef. It is that good. Yeah, it's actually, it borders lamb being my favorite. It's not bad, but lamb is like, yeah. It's lamb's my favorite. I go back and forth with bison being the next favorite. It's expensive though. You know, it's like $8 to $10 a pound. It's a treat, you know, once in a while. But yeah, I think Bobby, man, if you like beef, you like hamburgers, man, you should just give it a shot sometime, brother.
Yes. Buffalo are powerful and delicious. You got me intrigued now. I'm definitely, I will give it a second look if I see some bison out in the market now because of this. I will check it out.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Blummel's finally found you and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you, my salty friend. Yeah.
You're up to 78. Can I get a 79? Come on, let's get these things up here. Come on. Bobby Nick said sack. Yeah, he did. He said sack the dead full. He said sack. Yep, there it is. At Kai Brancaccio, Terry Needs letting you know. Matt Dude Bones Up from our friend Two Joints. Saxophone. The saxophone. Tippity-tippity-da.
Mamma mia.
Yeah. Piscaletta. Let's see. Bones Up 2 Joints. Blummel's defense lawyer. I only had a bison burger one time, but it was glorious.
Yeah.
He's backing up what you say. Terry Nee is letting you know that this is his Twitter at Kai Brancaccio.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Terry. In fact, we broadcast the Catalan TV shows on there, on my Twitter. Yep.
Kai is a great musical artist. You are multi-talented. You mentioned you're an engineer, but you're also a musical artist as well.
Yeah, yeah. I started out my studies in actually in music. I started out in music. I've got some classical training with piano and guitar, and I started out in music in university, and then went into engineering. So it's something I enjoy. I want the best of both worlds, man. You know.
That's cool. I mean, so you're saying you dabble in music?
Yeah, yeah,
You dabble.
yeah. My plan was to finish engineering school and go out to LA and you know, try to hit the music scene and make something out of it. But I just kept making more money engineering, and I just stayed with it.
Now, as far as your engineering background, were you was this TV, radio, both? Was this production? Give us whatever you care to tell. Like, what was
No,
your
yeah, it's more
experience at
it's
engineering?
design engineering. It's a mechanical, it's electromechanical design engineering, that kind of thing. And I spent a lot of time doing computational fluid dynamics, hyperelastic and axisymmetric simulations, finite element analysis, those type of things for involving design work and trying to optimize and solve problems. Basically, it's a
That's
lot of
cool.
fun.
Neat. So it's like helping them kind of build or solve problems through your engineering is kind of what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, right. The solutions to problems or products. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's geeky, but yeah, it's fun.
Well, we all know with the internet and everything, the geeky is necessary in our world.
Yeah.
Johnny A says the world needs more streamers named Bobby. No, I don't think we do. That's why I ended up with BF and he ended up with Bobby Nick, because we would do shows and they go Bob and they go, which one? Bob, which one? Bob, which one? And so we finally had to find a different way to distinguish ourselves. We've actually done shows with 3 or 4 Bobbies on the panel, and then Bob Levy would join us. All the Bobs. We get all the Bobs in.
That's awesome.
Getty Lee from Rush, Bobby Nick, dude? Question mark. Don't make Bobby Nick. Bobby Nick is a tragically hip guy. Okay, I try not to. I try not.
You know
to
what?
Bobby, go ahead.
See, Rush.
We'll do it.
Rush would be a cool band, but I don't like Geddy Lee's voice. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me. I'm sorry.
Today's Tom Sawyer.
I was gonna say today's Bobby Nick. Mean Pride. Let's see. An Art Bell fan, Johnny A was. That's his radio origins or love of radio. Blumels is given the double horns. Coast to coast, east of the Rockies. Go. That's right. Hey, it's coast to coast, east of the Rockies. That's one of those syndicated show. Paul Harvey's son, I think, is still doing it to this day. That's right. That is kind of a funny thing. I do remember at the end of listening to like syndicated radio stuff, I do kind of remember a thing of Paul Harvey Jr. or Paul Harvey's son attempting to do what his father did, but nowhere near the on-air presence that his father had, from what I remember.
Great voice too, right? Great voice.
Yeah, just a known voice. That's only him when you heard that voice. The Red and Wild Bill, I might have been talking about Bobby. Don't talk about who you talking about, Bobby. Johnny A. The Great Art Bell. That was a good show, coast to coast with Art Bell. And see, that was the whole fun part about radio back in the day for me, Kai, is that I would just sit there. I'd be up late at nights, much like I am now, and I would just like literally scan that thing. And especially late at night when where the world calmed down and signals calmed down, you could really get some really kind of funky radio shit that you never heard before from long distances, and that always really intrigued me.
I used to get those Canadians from across the lake here, just the other side of Lake Erie. Get to hear some of those wild ass Canadians broadcasting, and I used to listen to a lot of that crazy stuff too. That's how I first found out about Kramer. You know who Kramer, the investment guy, is on?
Jim Kramer. Yeah,
Jim Kramer. Yeah, this is. I actually used to like him a long time ago. He was on radio before he ever made it to TV, and it was you'd hear personalities and talents like that in the evening radio, like you're saying.
Yeah. And he was that boisterous kind of guy. He kind of needed that to really sell a radio show. And he still kind of carried those qualities over to his like television shows.
Yeah. Right. But he's kind of like, he's got this thing. He's batshit crazy, you know? I mean, it's just, it's fun.
Yeah. Sometimes I would watch him and I'm go, does he know he's doing a show right now? Like, what is he talking about? Yeah. Cause he would just like do these free associations and just kind of just go off on these rants and these rumbling. Yeah. You're not wrong. Terry Nee says Bobby Tamburo is a good comedian. He was on the show a couple weeks ago. He did make us think. Let's see. The Red Wild Bill says Johnny A. On the show a few times. Too cool. I watch him and I think I'm a bad person for it. I'm not sure you're talking about there. I shall troll John soon, says Flex316. Plummel says he just makes me want to hate people, and I'm not a big fan of that these days. Good point. I just watched the Dark Hole story, says Johnny A. Deadpool checks in and says, I have to follow up to find a cardiologist tomorrow, but I'm trying to get some field work done. Driving is resting, isn't it? I don't know if you think that just driving and not being in the field, and I'm sure you're not getting out of the trunk and leading things. Take it easy on yourself, Deadpool, because you're no good to nobody, especially us, if you're not around no more, my friend. So
we call it
please
seat. We call it seat time on the tractor, man.
Seat time. That's right. Yeah. He was talking about that yesterday, how he's got to kind of take it a little easy. He has a fluid situation kind of building up around his heart. So it's nothing to joke around with.
Yeah.
John's a moron and Aaron's a cunt. Well, I was going to do a whole segment on it, but he just instinctively put it up right there. That's it. End of it right there. No.
That's some beer can chicken.
It's puddled chicken. I don't want to see John fall. That's what's going to happen eventually. We have Fago and Hotlanta, says the Red and Wild Bill. Flex 316 says, I want to see Aaron fall. Canada Dry Ginger Ale is the best Nick buddy.
How about Stewart's? You have Stewart's over there where you're at, Bobby?
I'm familiar with Stewart's, the root beer.
Okay. Yeah. My wife loves that stuff.
I'm not much of a root beer guy, but my wife and my daughters, they like pretty much all kind of root beer. They like it. Southern John never did anything to me, so he's okay, says Johnny. Do you remember? That's delicious. 666 says Flex 316. Wow, thank you, 2 Joints, for saying great show, Bobby brother. Well, we're not even done yet. I love me some great Fago, says Gaseous. PCL for life, checking in. 1992 story. Perry, tell the story one more time.
Shut the fuck up.
Nope, I will not. John never did anything to me either. It's just captivating to watch him squirm. And yes, I always say I liken it to the whole car accident thing. Like, it might not be, you can't help but turn when you see like a car wreck or a car up in flames on the side of the road. To me, that's how I approach looking at John and his career and everything. I don't need to do an entire show basked in it or based on it, but I am compelled by it sometimes, and we can't help but kind of see some of the oddity that's going on over there. What do you think about that whole Stuttering John situation there, Kai?
I think I can relate to Bobby, Nick, but Bobby's kind of like, I'm tired of it. I was over that probably about 6 months ago at least. And that's not to criticize others. I mean, they're just fascinated with them. They continue to be entertained. And I love the fact that Shuli is monetizing the heck out of all this basically this train wreck of a situation that is daily. And so I appreciate the entertainment values. I'm not a huge fan, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that's good, and I appreciate your honest opinion about it. My take on it is that there's too many other people have really jumped on this and really trying to glom on that, and that's what I was really trying to avoid doing. I don't want to try to make my whole bed on all Stuttering John stuff. I really think the only people that really do it well and with any justification is like Shuli and Carl from WATP. I think anybody after that is just they're hanging on for the ride, for the limited ride. I think
low hanging fruit.
Yes, yeah. Shuli he resisted it for a long time, but he has an actual work history with this guy. He has a relationship with this guy. This guy tried to, bombard him in the hotel and tried to get involved with his job with the Stern Show and, cause problems with his workplace. So I can see Shuli has a justified kind of approach to it. And Carl with WATP, that's kind of his lane. That's what he does.
Yeah.
But I think when you get beyond that, I think it's just people really just hoping to poke at John and hoping to get some cheap heat off of him, really.
Yeah, right. For Shuli, it's not just business, it's personal.
Absolutely. And I think they have him and Carl, those guys have the credibility to kind of carry this show out in the right way. But for me or anybody just to go up and start taking barbs at John and trying to get in on that, I just think it's cheap and it's short-term heat. That's my
and we had Shuli on Catalano TV, and I was able to ask him like, what's going on there? What is the situation with this? And he gave us the stories. Like, if you know what this man tried to do to my family, what this guy, what he's that jaded that he really does want to cause harm to people. He's just that vindictive, I guess you'd say. But so it was interesting to hear Shuli tell the story, and you really understood. I really understood him from a different aspect. Than I did before.
Right. It's right. When you realize that it's really about more than just taking cheap shots at John, that there's like a history there. And that's why I say that those guys do it better, because they actually have like skin in the game and they have a history with the guy.
Not to mention immense talent.
Yes. Oh, yes, they do. They have made so much fun and parody songs and one-liners and sayings off of this stuff. I mean, those guys, they do the most with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been laughing at Perry for over 10 years now. Hell of a guy, says J Doug. And look, it's running, but I'll point it out one more time. It says, let's get Kai to 100 subs to his YouTube. Click this link.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Come on. We can do better than this. Come on. 1984 says Blumels. 666. We're going to take a piss break real soon. I'm trying to catch up with this awesome chat family. And then we're going to do some psych content after this, after we take the break. And Kai, I didn't really ask you how much time you have for today, buddy, but you're welcome to stay for the rest of the show after the piss break or whatever you like, my friend.
Yeah, I'm good right now. Thank you. I really appreciate your consideration.
No problem, buddy. Let's see. 1992 story from J Dog. 1984 question mark. There's the YouTube running the link already. Perry and Bob, LOL. They are great together. 7722. Ricky Horny. Rick R-I-C-K-Y. H-O-R-N-Y. And once again, Dead Fool reminded me of that. And Kai, I will say this. That's one of the things I love because chat family, I got to be part of that PCL chat family. And man, they were like, oh, hey, BF, we love you, man. It's like all one family. Nice. I got to meet, Bobby checked out a little bit. I got to meet some of these people, the PCL fans. I got to meet them live at Pottstown, man. And they were some of the coolest people I ever met on first glance, man. Really cool people.
That's great. Yeah, it turns out that there's just a lot of wonderful people in this space, and we see that in our chat every day, and so thankful for that.
Yeah, and even if you don't fully understand, like, or get the show, hanging out in the chat family is where it's at because we all talk to each other, we all throw our one-liners in and our fun barbs, and we hang out for hours at a time. So that is chat family. Let's see. By the way, Ben and Perry Feinenson started Fago in Michigan in 1907. He had no idea it was that. Oh, you had no idea it was that old. Well, thank you for the facts.
Yeah.
Fago facts from Terry Nee. Catalano TV is getting a shout out from Flex 316. Psych says, I'm hopefully going to get 1 or 2 more Bob Perry videos done tonight. Well, look,
cool.
I love interacting and engaging with the chat family because talking to you guys, I get the vibe of what you're liking about the show and what you're up to during the day. So I like to catch up with all these, and we're going to take a little piss break, and then we're going to watch some new site content. Yeah. Kai and Friends, Flex 316 simply says. His Hamburglar suit walked in McDonald's, then gave the burgers to the homeless. Classic Perry, yeah, and then he tried to file the lawsuit against McDonald's to have them stop delivering McDonald's to his house. I finished dabbing Indies. Two Joints says, Bobby Nick, brother, you remember Much Music in Canada? Bobby Nick dropped out. I don't know if it's a boredom or signal or whatever. Bobby Nick's very busy, but I can speak for Bobby Nick in that he's brought up Much Music a lot. We've talked about that being fans of MTV. That was like the Canadian equivalent of MTV back in the day. And I remember every now and then, certain times on my cable package, I would get Much Music. Are you familiar with Much Music from back in the day?
This is the first time I've heard of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Much Music was essentially the Canadian version of MTV.
Yeah. I've got a lot of family in Mississauga, just outside Toronto and up in Montreal, so I'm surprised I never heard of it.
Interesting, yeah. But and like I said, every now and then when I had the right cable package, when they weren't bending me over for a certain cable package, it would be part of that cable package. You laugh, I can tell you felt that comment about being bent over for a cable package, huh?
Yeah, man, they rake you, man. They rake you big time.
They put it to you. I'll read. Let's see. We're going to try to get to a little Perry Talk segment, but I'm reading tonight. I'm going to give you the update and that they said, let's see, the announcement, stream updates right here. There is no show tonight. No stream for 24. The word is possible on 6/26, but more likely on 7/29. BF station manager entered the studio. Yes, aka one of my daughters. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Rush ECT. 57 kilograms to 125 pounds. Dog passed out dreaming on my bed. Or 125-pound dog. Might have got a hold of some of your stuff. Triumph rock. Now you're hitting a nerve.
Oh yeah.
Triumph was my first concert.
Oh yeah, I love Triumph, man. I think they're rock. They rock. Yes, they so do. Good. So much good songwriting, great guitar.
A trio and Gil Moore singing as he's drumming. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And then Rick Emmett on guitar. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good trio. I'm glad you're a Triumph guy. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Man. Great guitar riffs.
Rick Emmett, but killing back in the day. Great guy. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Dang. Flex 316, it says, yeah, Lemmy is cool. Check her out on Twitch. She does a morning music show. The more places you visit, Kai, the better.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's not often I get the invites like this. I really appreciate it, Bobby.
That's cool, and I appreciated that too, and I can appreciate what you're saying. And can we say appreciate 10 more times? But
I appreciate that.
Okay, yes, you did. Okay, yeah, because like you see here, I do this show 5 days a week, so really, I'm more in host mode doing the show, and
Right.
so it's a different kind of lane or different thing when people say, "Hey, will you come be a guest on my show?" So I imagine that's what you're kind of feeling right now.
Yeah, and it helps you to get cross pollination, right? So that's great. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity.
Thanks, and I felt that much the same to you because I'm like, wow, I'm glad I'm doing shows because this is a different feel. Like I don't have to prep a show. Basically, I can just show up and just kind of talk and riff and be myself, and so it was fun to do that. So thank
Yeah,
you.
which reminds me, we got to get you back sometime. Whichever show that you like, you got to come on.
Okay, whatever works. Gotta run. Peace out to Reverend Wild Bill. Thank you, Reverend Wild Bill. Johnny says, you see people that are good. You like to see them work with other real good people. Lemmy Stormy would be a kick-ass stream. Probably 10 years. I hate lamb, he just says randomly. That's it.
Yeah, I've had Stormy on. She's got a silky voice, I'll tell you.
Yeah, she does. A lot of people like Stormy's voice. Good morning,
And
Stormy.
Lemmy, yep.
Lauren Lemmy. I love buffalo burgers, but Bobby Fran will never try it. Now, Psych, I don't know. I might have you on this one, my friend. Psych knows that I'm a famously picky eater, Kai. That's kind of the regular viewers of the show know that I basically don't eat any fruits and vegetables. I'm weird
I
that way.
understand that. I'm a carnivore myself for the most part. I eat some vegetables on occasion, but mostly carnivore.
It took me a while as I got older to really to be able to explain it. But some things I like the taste of. I don't mind. I like lemon, but I don't like biting into a lemon. I like banana flavor, but I don't. It's a texture thing for me, my friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife's the same way.
Mint jelly makes it. We have bison here, says Flex 316 down under. They are my favorite type of burger, says Psych. Buffalo burgers are excellent. I waited too long in my life to try them. Well, you guys are talking me into it more because I am quite the carnivore. Bison is hard to cook, says our friend Johnny A.
It's a leaner meat, but it is delicious. It's a
Good to
sweet.
know.
Until you try it, you won't realize when people say it's sweet. It's not sweet as in sugary sweet, but it's a little sweeter than beef. You'll see once you try it. I'm telling you, I think you'll love it. If you
All
like
right.
beef, you'll probably love bison.
I do like beef. I do like some beef. Cool stuff, Kai from Johnny A. Whoa, Terry Neese checking in with a member. Member for 1 month. That means that I've been had memberships for 1 month. Happy to see Kai with two of my favorite people. Twitter X at Kai Brancaccio. Kai and Mrs. Honeybee are a positive way to start the morning. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you, Terry. Terry's freaking awesome, man. We're so blessed to have him.
Yes, Terry Nee's a great guy. I was fortunate enough to meet him in person at Pottstown too. He was standing behind. He stood behind me taking pictures, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, that's like the back of my head." I'm like, "Terry, if you're in the room, please point yourself out to me." And so he finally did. He come tap me on the shoulder, and so that was really nice of him.
So he even dressed up. He wasn't naked when he was filming.
Yeah, well,
okay,
cool. Clothes on at that time. Yeah. So look, not only thank you, Terry, for helping me acknowledge that it's been 1 month since I've been selling memberships. Thanks
That's
to
awesome.
everybody that's built up this family. Number one. Number two, if you were gifted a membership and it's time to expire, and if you would consider signing up for at the $5 level to be just a chat family, or maybe $9.99 to be a fanatic, I would so appreciate that. But if you just the same, if you come and go and you're just hanging out and you're taking advantage of the gift memberships, I appreciate having you around too. And I also appreciate Terry Nee because he sponsored up.
Awesome.
I thought you were already a fanatic, Terry Nee, but maybe I'm mistaken on that. But maybe you just re-up. But thank you just the same because the Stream Element bot lets me know what's up.
Cool.
A lot of math. Can't see the screen. LOL. Inch. Getty does hit them high notes. Out
He
to
does.
have a good one, all. He's out. Have a good one, y'all. Flex is checking out.
Yeah.
Come down under. I
Flex,
can't
Flex.
well blame you. He stays up so late to watch some of these shows, so I appreciate that.
Flex rocks.
Not only OnlyFans, Jen says Seinfeld, question mark. Cameras, store went crazy. Avocado says Terry Nee. Gosh damn it, Deadfool, take it easy. Psych is getting the love back from Deadfool on that comment. Tony, take it easy. Jason's laughing. Trying to get through these things. Hey, everyone from Hamhead checking in. The Reverend Hamhead.
Hey, Hamhead.
John on Howard rocked. On Jay was getting back at Howard, but Stuttering John had the last laugh. He made a killing with Jay. Well, I was a fan at that time, and it did seem like a move to where Jay was kind of just moving in, kind of taking away and trying to make the Tonight Show his own thing and try to take it from the old era into a newer era. And I think he saw John as a kind of a way, like a bridge to that. Or what do you think, Kai? I hear you saying.
I think that's I think that's a great analysis. It's like it's a marketing move, right? It's drawing on who would draw this crowd in. Like maybe he feels like maybe he's a little deficient in this particular group, and that helps to bring some of them into the fold, right? That's an interesting decision.
But let's be realistic. It certainly wasn't because of his tremendous speaking ability or his mic skills, right?
No, let's be honest. That's how you get Howard Stern in your show. You don't get Howard Stern, you get somebody from it.
Right.
You draw on that crowd.
The whole starting premise that John was hired because of some great ability is kind of almost a non-starter. I mean, he was hired because of the novelty of himself.
Have you heard him play guitar or sing?
I try not to.
I rest my case.
Yeah, there you go. So, and yeah, this is one guy that he just fell in from one lucky situation to the next one and all. And I feel my opinion on this with the whole Jay thing, if he gave him an opening to kind of get into Hollywood and get set up, and really it's up to any one of us to what we do with that. But really, if there was no long-term kind of building to this, he really kind of set John up for failure. For ultimately the failure he kind of became, because he ended up he didn't build anything off of it. He had no longevity in the business. He didn't really kind of even really fully develop on the show from what I can remember.
Yeah, and right. And that's probably just a lack of perseverance, discipline, and wherewithal to try to move your what it is you see as your brand forward. And, he just thought he was just kind of on the ride. He's riding the ride, and he took it to where it took. And I don't criticize those who like him or are entertained by him. I mean, I wish him well. Just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, you could make the argument that John parlayed more of his Howard Stern success into other opportunities than he ever did any of the Jay Leno stuff, because it seemed like once he got out to the Tonight Show, he was like a forgotten entity as far as I was concerned. You really didn't see him much anymore.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah. Held a coffee pot. All right, let's see. I know we're like running really late. I'm having a great time talking to you, and like I said, I could stay around and do this all day. I haven't even done the piss break yet because I'm having such fun talking to you. You're not catching up, BF. We're too talkative today, says Deadpool. Thank you, man. I'm doing my best. Corn is checking in. Corn.
Hey, Corn.
J-Dog says, I'm so glad that PCL and the Dabbleverse merged. Yeah, it's turned out good with Bob and Perry getting along and being best friends, or as they are. Let's see. 100% Deadpool.
Shout out J-Dog.
The Space Nerd checking in saying, Hoya, ya Hoyas.
Space Nerd, cool icon there, huh?
Psych says, Psych says, that's how I started talking to BF through PCL. Chat family, and that's what I say right there.
Very
Too cool. And I got him over here. Hoya, corn dip from Dang Lizard. The Atlanta show where we're all good friends. Terry Nee says, ever have lolly poop soda in the 70s? Lolly poop? I hope you meant pop and not poop. Me too, J-Dog. Hoya, Psych, and Ding. Space Nerd is giving the love to me. Good morning to you. Hoya, Kai from Space Nerd. She's checked in from the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I think he was lollygagging you.
Hey, okay, I get it. Hey, Bobby Nick is doing lines of avocado. Is he? Is that really what he's doing? Bobby Nick, what did you do?
Could get messy.
We're catching up with the chat here. Okay, did Blocky Fran block me? No. I'm just taking forever to read the chat, Space Nerd. Space Nerd, hello from Blummel's Defense Lawyer. Oh, good, Blummel's Defense Lawyer. I got scared. Good to see you. The Trailer Park Boys to Second City. I love Canada. I was a big Second City guy growing up. You feel like that, like kind of was like a Canadian version of SNL at the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I loved it too. Yeah, for sure.
I had much music, says Blummel's Defense Lawyer. Triumph was on high rotation early on MTV, says Space Nerd. Another Triumph fan. You guys are going to get me pulling out my Triumph after this show and listening to it again.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Space Nerd says, likewise. Blummel says, there was this channel called The Box, and you could call and spend $1.99 and request a song. It was kind of like MTV, but you have to pay for it. Well, I know the American and the current equivalent of that is In the Lounge with Bobby Nick Havens, where you can go on his Rumble channel, Bobby Nick in the Lounge, pay him $1. So for half of that price, he'll play you your favorite songs to this day.
That's true. You can get the magic powers from Bobby Nick playing Triumph.
I'm young now. I'm wild and I'm free. That's right.
Yeah.
I got the magic power of the music in me. Rick could shred him and Steve Howe. MTV MTV was so good in its prime. I miss some good old MTV from back in the day. This dumb, drunken piece of shit assholes is going live. Screw him. They're both real good. Space Nerd says, it was Blumels last night waiting for a Shark Fest event. Saw a shark autopsy. I heard fish heads. Whoa. Gasha says, get those veggies away from my meat. You know, Gashes, that's right. You can't have them touching each other. I don't want my meat to taste like my veg, and I don't want none of that. Y'all trying to fuck my old lady? No, Granny, it's called promotion. We're being happy with her. But apparently Stuttering John was, or he thinks that, hey, baby, how you doing? Let me. Why you with this guy over here? I ain't never seen a shark yet. I ain't never seen a shark autopsy. That must have been interesting. Space Nerd says it really was the Oregon coast with the Big Fish Lab. They sponsored a talking autopsy. Psych checks in, let me know. He's got a 1 month membership time. It's that time.
Cool,
Oh,
Spike.
snap. 1 month. Couldn't have happened to a better dude. One of my favorite shows out there, and the Shawnee Zone connection. There you go. Thank you, man. Thank you for being a sponsor 1 month. And it says, and the message comes in, a Psych became a sponsor again.
Yeah, I subscribe to Psych. Good guy.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to get to his content, but I'm having so much fun with this. I had squirrel and venison. They're both pretty good. Not so much the squirrel. When I was quite younger, my father would roast venison on the grill, and he would have me try. And it took a lot of the gaminess out of it, Kai, but I still didn't care for it too much, venison.
Oh, okay.
Psych is shouting out, nerd. Drew P. Balls is checking in and saying, hello. What's up, Drew P? Look who's checking in. The lovely Gina Levy checks in.
Hey. Comedy royalty in the house.
Bro, I am so blessed and honored that Bob would super chat me and that Gina is always in here enjoying BF Live. It just, you humbled me.
And don't you love hearing those two on together? It's always fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
Please. A great couple. I love watching Out of the Coffin like every weekend, and we're always trying to encourage Bob to move to the side and let Gina in, even when it's not Gina's day. We want more Gina.
I love the look on her face when Bob says certain things. It's just the face says so much, man. I enjoy that.
Yeah, she's a great compliment and laughing at somebody when he gets real super silly and she like laughs at it in a funny way. I love to see a great, happy, loving couple.
That's true.
Hoya, Gina Levy from Space Nerd. Hey, Psych from Space Nerd. Hoya, Drew P. Balls. Psych says Mrs. Rev God. Whoa, the most generous Terry Nee checks in. You have yours on. Turn on your gifted memberships because there's 5 of them going out.
He's so awesome.
Psych is saying, hey, Droopy, thank you, Terry Nee, for that, my friend, my bird friend. Gimme Bezos. Gimme Bezos caught one of those. Well, look who caught one.
Hey, awesome.
Doopa just caught one of those. Oh yeah, Terry from Space Nerd. And our bro, the artist Space Heat 75 just caught one. What? KB, what's this stream element says? KB, you skipped my other $1 super chat. KB, you skipped my, what is that? And that's a stream elements bot running.
Yeah, it's not Kai Brancaccio. I think it's the other one with the.
Oh look, and that's a real big name, bro. I didn't even realize it. This is somebody that just got one of Terry Nee's memberships. But look at that screen name. That's a screen, or look at that. KB, you skipped it. KB, you skipped it, and it says just became a sponsor.
Oh, cool.
That's crazy. Well, welcome. Yeah, doo. Space Chief getting the love and the membership from Terry Nee. Let's get Kai to 100. The stuttering prick is in members only mode. LOL. John's in members only mode. What a dick. He's getting worn down more and more. He opened up the show with his cup in the air. Corn is getting a shout out from Drew P. Balls. Space Nerd is saying thank you to Kai. A puppet and an orange and a potato led me to you. I know who you're talking about. There you go. Hey, shout out to Obnoxious John, the orange and everything, and the potato, Cardiff Electric, and Tukey. Shout out to all those guys. TPB is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah, fruits and vegetables, right?
Yeah, right. I've never heard of Triumph. Oh, come on, you gotta look it up, man. Second City was awesome. God, I'm old, says Blumels. There's my link tree. Granny says, fuck that corn guy. He doxed my Walgreens. The lollipop soda was a real soda, says Terry Nee. He's letting us know.
Oh.
Blumels is saying, nice.
Sounds a lot different than lollipop, now doesn't it, Bobby?
Yes, it sounds more tasty the second time he printed it out. Hoya to Granny from Space Nerd. But do you accept Bojangle biscuit bucks? Hey, man, I'm easy. I'll take anything I can get.
That's a
Dr.
quick question
Demento,
for you, Bobby.
Dr.
Did you
Demento's-
call it pop or did you call it soda in your neck of the woods?
we're in a soda region of the country. We call it soda. And
Over
some
here it was
people-
pop.
Pop, and then
Yeah.
we have even like the middle people, they call it soda pops or sody pop.
Right. Yeah.
There's all
Or
kind of
soda
derivatives.
jerk, so to speak. Right.
Well, that all depends on who serves you, I guess. But yeah,
Sorry.
Dr. Demento, that was another kind of early radio syndicated, one of the big radio kind of guys that was really kind of famous nationally. Dr. Demento, back in the day. Granny Gomek World Order Stream Element Spots running. Space Nerd texts in with their 1 month and says, "Happy you got your channel bumped to big time fun hanging out with bumped to big time." Fun hanging out with you and the chat family every morning. Well, thank you to the lovely Space Nerd. And Space Nerd just got that membership right there. Gina's eye rolls are priceless, says Johnny A. Space Nerd's getting love from Terry Nee. Thanks, Terry from Space G75. Hoya Terry from Space Nerd. Space Nerd is shouting out Space Chief, saying Hoya right back. Psych says, that's PSP, I believe. The skip my $1 super chat. Peter Sky Parker. Sky, he says. Hoya Space Nerd from Space G75. But do you ever read a super chat on weed? Yes, I've done that before many times. Shuli led me to the BF stream. Thank you. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm trying to build my own thing, but go out and do other stuff. So yeah, so help Kai Brancaccio here, man. Come on, let's get a little check here. We can do better than this. Come on, he's still at 78. Come on, y'all, hit that thing.
Yeah, that's right. You're on with Chris Abels, right? You got the other show you're on with him too, right?
Yes, I do. So it kind of snuck up on me, bro. Once I started doing this show 5 days a week, I do this 5 days a week. I do replayables on Wednesdays and Saturdays now, and I do the Shawnee Zone. So I do at a minimum of 8 shows per week, and so that kind of hit. I'm like, wow, 8 shows a week that I do.
Yeah, and one time you reminded me to stop on there one time, and I was just swamped with work. But yeah, I enjoy you guys doing that show. It's always fun, man. It's always entertaining. And I got to be honest, if I was you, I'd be drinking water all the time. I could not keep up with Abels. No way.
No, I'm definitely would never try to keep up with Abels. He is the drinker of the show. I'm the smoker of the show. And like I said, I get no credit for my puffs over here when I'm doing the show. Even though I'm blasted out my mind, I'm feeling no pain, and I back it up with a little vodka. So I challenge and defy anyone to say that I am not having fun. The Space Nerd says, was Pop Shop a thing in the Midwest or East Coast? Lots of flavors. I say soda. I think West Coast is a pop thing. What do you know of Pop Shop? You ever heard of that, Kai?
Well, we used to call it pop in my neck of the woods, and I actually was a soda jerk for a period of time.
Interesting. So you know how to make all those mixes and all that stuff?
Well, yeah, more so making floats in the
Floats,
ice
yeah.
cream shop, that kind of thing.
Well,
Before
we
I
did-
realized that fluids that come out of animals that are not primates probably aren't the best for me. But that's that's a personal opinion.
Okay. All right. I will answer Space Nerd. When I was younger, when I was a little child, like 10 or less, we did have a pop shop around. And I do remember us taking the bottles back, and you went through the store and you could make up your own 6-pack of the different flavors and all. And yes, it was called the Soda Pop Shop, where you return bottles and go get some new flavors. TWO, Tukey World Order. Blumbles, it says pop. They called it pop. My entire family is from Pittsburgh, so it was always pop. And I've seen like a map, Kai, where they have like a regional slang in the United States, and you can tell kind of geographically, you could tell how like the country was kind of formed by the people's speech and kind of what they refer to things as.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Fascinating.
It is. It really is interesting. You see some people say certain parts of Britain have influenced certain parts of the South, and there's traceable elements that you can go back and say this is influence from this group and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
go ahead. No.
Are you familiar with 2K?
2K, the French bastard cousin of Tukey?
Oui, monsieur. Yes. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to have him on sometime. Not that it's any of my business, but great talent, man. Great talent.
I'm trying to remember. So I will let you know that 2K has already been on Replayables, number 1.
Oh, great.
He did Replayables with us one night.
I'll check that out.
I don't know if 2K checked in one day as himself when he had a day off, or was it 2K? I get a little that confused. But yes, I'm familiar with Rob 2K.
Nimrod,
Yes, Nimrod. That's
good
right.
Dude.
Thank you. Yep.
I will definitely check that out for sure.
RC Cola, big in the South. We had some RC Cola around my way.
Royal Crown, yeah, I remember
Royal
that.
Crown Cola. And yeah, that, like I said, we always didn't get the high dollar Coke show. I was looking for the other brands that were similar, close to Coke, but not quite Coke. Instead of rubber bands, we call them gum bands. Now, I never heard of a regional name for a rubber band. I call them rubber bands.
I've heard them called gummy bands.
Really? I have not.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Wow. Well, you know what? We're caught up with the chat for the time being because Lisa says that 2K is cool. So why don't we do this? This has been an extra special show today, and I really don't mind at all when I have a guest, and hopefully the people don't mind at all. When I have a guest, I like kind of putting whatever thoughts and things that I had maybe had planned that I could go to and just have fun talking. So I hope everybody's enjoying this, and if you're welcome to stay around if you can after this. But what my plan to do is, and I'm gonna take a piss break real quick because we're long overdue for one here, and we'll definitely stay into the 3 o'clock hour ish. We'll definitely go into the overtime a little bit because we have Kai Brancaccio. So if you can stay, you're welcome to come back. But if not, I really appreciate having you here today, Kai.
Yeah, sure. I'll stick around some more, but at the same time, I'd say don't feel obligated. If you want me to roll out, you got a certain thing you're running your show. I get it.
No, Kai, I must say that basically I just come on here and be me, and what you actually see the evolution of my show, and what I've had to learn is that there are ways that I need to do a show when I have a guest, and there's no to do a show when I don't have a guest, and I think there's a lot of value in just kind of putting the show to the side and really just concentrating on the person at hand, because I really enjoy having people on here when I do. So thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thank you.
So no problem at all, man. And I've struggled with that. Like, do I do my show and then try to like incorporate you in every bit or not, or whatever guest it might be. But I enjoy doing this. So let's keep enjoying doing what we're doing. But right now, I think we all need a piss break. So why don't everybody go grab something to drink, grab something to smoke, grab a snack or something, maybe go to the bathroom if you need to, and in 2.5 minutes, come back here. And what we'll do is we will roll the latest creation from Psych Labs and Ding Dong.
Cool.
So right now, I think I need a piss break, and I'll see you in 2.5 minutes right here on BF Live, Stream Show 119. We'll be right back.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah, think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Okay, all right then. Well, if that's it, then I guess that's the way it has to be.
I definitely washed my hands. So the question remains, did you all wash your hands? It's a good thing to do. No, I'm talking about.
Let me try to get back to you before the end of the day, okay? Thanks a lot, Bill. Bye.
I think the break song Still rolling.
Hey, I'm back, y'all. Sorry.
Did you wash your hands? Did you wash your hands, sir?
Well, that's what took so extra long.
Okay.
I actually washed my hands that time. But yeah, we're back from the piss break. I will give you a little clue. I am trying to multitask here. I got my daughter's cars in an auto shop, so I was trying to kind of deal with that and kind of keep that repair going in the right direction in the middle of the piss break. So always multitasking. Never enough multitasking here on BF Live.
Dad's helping out. Love it.
Rubber binders, North Rubber Bands, South. Rubber binders. I haven't even heard of that one either. Rubber binders.
Yeah, sounds kind of kinky.
Yeah, that's kind of sound kind of kinky. All right, come on, y'all. PP. Lisa was dancing. She loves the piss break. How many Tukis are there? Well, there's Tuki, who does the show on like the Bedabbler channel. That's Tuki. That was like the original. And then there's Tokay. He is like the French bastard cousin, if you will, of the Tuki from Bedabbler. And then you have Tokay, right? Who Cutter the Jib does, right?
That's right. Yeah.
You have Tokay.
I always abbreviate the Frenchman by the number 2 and the K after it, 2K.
Right. Oh yeah, and then there's two keys from Hack Ride Studios.
Tokay is more the toker. That's how I remember his name.
And then 2 Keys is from Hack Ride Studios, and he's like the hip hop version of the original
right.
2 Key.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, let's say Johnny AC's music. Don't we all? Let's catch up.
Boney the Boner too. Let's not forget.
Mm-hmm. Boney the Boner. Oh yeah, Boney the Boner. Yep. I know you touch your pee-pee. Please wash. I don't know what I say. Not like her. She schooled me one night. West Coast music. DJ's Electra voice is so captivating. Yeah. Talk about people that you recognize for a voice. She definitely is kind of made for this game, I think, the DJ Electra, if you're familiar with her.
I agree. In fact, I told her that she's got the most lovely cartoon smile I've seen in a long time.
I gotta say something about her filter and the combination of her voice, man. It does something for a lot of guys, but or a lot of people in general. But she just has like a natural, fun, kind of silly, laughing to her voice, a great enunciating voice, a great personality, a great friend I've made since I've been in here.
Yep, she's awesome.
West Coast is the best coast, says Space Nerd.
Hack Ride's not bad either, you know.
He's okay, you know. And Casey Day guy, they're okay. I got it with my underwear, Terry Need does, so there you go. All right, so why don't we do this? I threatened it long enough, but I'm having so much fun. I love always coming on here, and if the show goes in a different direction and we're having fun with Kai, then that's what's happening today. But I want to feature our great friends, Psych Labs, because like we talk about chat family and what we get out of this chat family. And then I love the next level of this when people like in the chat family, like Psych Labs and Terry Nee and all of these fun people take the stuff that we do and they just do a whole nother thing with it and have fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. So let's watch this now. Let me pull up the thing here that I have. Let me get Psych Labs ready to go. And let's watch. I got a special folder for Psych Labs because they're so prolific. All right. So let's see. Why don't maybe we can do this. Because I do like doing this. I like going back to the last one to kind of like maybe let everybody catch up on maybe some of the stuff we didn't see because not everybody is available to see everything at the same time of the day. So why don't we do it like this? I know I already showed it, Psych, but I'm going to show you this one, and maybe you can comment too on it if you haven't seen it, Kai. This one is a mix of Stuttering John and the boss of the Dabbleverse, Stuttering Anthony. This is what Psych called this. This is who he mixed together, Stuttering Anthony.
No, well, don't make a face like that because you're off fucking. Psych's my friend.
Man, the Parky, fucking Parky, abandons everybody.
Had you seen this one yet, Kai?
No.
Well, here you go. It's eerie, man. So this is not only a face swap, this is a voice swap. So this is John saying the hideous, horrendous shit he does with Anthony's voice and face.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Mr. Muddy Bags, Mr. Super fucking Talented Parky. What happens? Goodbye, Gino. Goodbye, Christy. Goodbye, what's the other dude? Joanna. And what the fuck's the other guy's name? I had him on my show, too. Oh, Schultz. Whatever. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bill Schultz. What the fuck? What happened, Parky? Mr. Loyalty? You abandon everybody. You got no fucking loyalty.
The voice gets so good at some points. Like you swear it's Anthony.
No, you say, come on.
Yeah.
But, oh, Jesus. That's me in the corner. Someone wrote that. That's me in the spotlight. losing my religion.
Singing and everything.
But fucking hell. You fucking, I mean, you're critiquing me. You're a fucking 64-year-old fucking guy who had quadruple bypass?
Crod.
You can't even drink anymore. You couldn't even fucking exercise. I'm in the gym every fucking day.
Yeah.
You gotta read the writing on the wall, you pock-faced prick. You gotta say to yourself, holy shit, I better start working out.
Look at that shit. Look at that.
I can't fucking drink every day and expect my liver to hold on. But your heart couldn't hold on. I'm shocked. I didn't even know you had a heart. Scheduler.
And now he gets. Now I don't know if you're familiar with this guy, Rob Saul. You've been seeing he's been kind of kicking up the dust lately. This guy.
Yeah, I'm familiar with some of the stuff that went on a while back.
Yeah.
A hot girl. You think Missy B's hot? Not for me. Money. You have Rob Saul. Yeah. I have a cool guy that's not a racist. Well, I'm spurred a moment, Rob. I'm not. I'll never say that I'm going to do a well-produced show because I don't want to. I'd rather be fucking bare ball.
Yeah, DG tried to help me do that. He didn't want any part of it.
That's some eerie, funny shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you, you could see Anthony doing that. Anthony could pull that off like that, but he's got to try extra hard to talk that slow, I think, just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and talk that blithering. Psych is getting all the love from Blumels and everybody in here. Johnny A saying so good. Flex is still around laughing.
Nice job.
Blumels says, I'm scared. Ant will love this, Psych, says Flex 316.
I think so.
You can't even drink anymore. What a nightmare. And Blumels is laughing. Okay, so I like, once again, for people like Kai or anyone that don't join BF Live every day or get to see everything, I like to preface it and set up the last great thing he did. But now let's show you the most recent cool thing released from Psych Labs and Family. Ding dong.
Cool.
Now let's play this one. This is another great mix of people. Somebody that probably John would have related to and had. He's calling this one John Hitler. John as Hitler. John Hitler. Stuttering John Hitler. Right here. The latest from Psych Labs. Played probably one for the first times here. Anywhere on YouTube. Right here on BF Live, I'm proud to say. Psych Labs, John Hitler. Stuttering John Hitler.
Cool. No, don't make a face like that because you're off fucking. Psych's my friend.
Remember, Bob says don't go after family. You don't go after family, right, Bob? Right, Bobby?
Zig Heil.
Oh, that's all you.
That's eerie.
Schnell.
Yeah, yes. But I wonder if this was after the lawsuit threat came around, and he made this proclamation that, okay, I'm never going to go after family again. And like the very next day, he had Rob Saul on talking a bunch of shit about Gina Levy. Like literally, like the very next day. So let's keep going with this one.
Yeah, real class act going after wives,
Yeah, I know, and he thinks he gave the sad excuse. Well, Gina comes on camera, so then she's fair game because she comes on Sundays with Bob. That's his lame
mentality, right?
For doing it, yeah, justifying his being asshole.
Then you tell my ex-lawyer,
and I could see if he really had an issue, but it's all just cheap heat. They're both so desperate to draw any kind of heat or draw. That's the kind of the extent they'll go to, going after Gina.
That it was I that started? No, it was not. It was not me.
World War II. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was Pocky, Lady K, and you. Oh, Lady K. One interesting thing that Robert Myers told me. Now, Robert Myers may be a fat fuck, but Robert Myers is an honest man.
Says John.
And I never knew this until today. And Robert Myers told me that he went on your Patreon and he saw the link to my audiobook on your Patreon. So you lied. You lied. And you said I committed an act of violence by striking your Patreon. You said you never had the MP3 to my book on your Patreon. You lied. Robert Myers told me that he went on your Patreon and he clicked on the link and he listened to my book for free with my voice. So you committed the crime, Lady K.
Are you familiar with any of that history, Kai? The whole audiobook saga?
Give me a real quick rundown if you don't mind.
Yeah, he claims that Carl from WATP offered a free version of his audiobook, essentially stealing or allowing people to download and listen to his scary audiobook for free on his Patreon. And so he's been pursuing this for like years, ever since he thought he saw this. But
Okay.
Carl's contention is that he claims that it was just a link to buy it. But Stuttering John is claiming that you stole my intellectual property and you put it up on your Patreon for everyone to take for free, and you basically robbed him of money. That's been his sad argument. How many people you think are actually, how much money you think he actually lost, even if that were true, which I don't think it is true.
Yeah, well,
But yeah.
really what he's doing is trying to assassinate the character of Carl. I don't think he's not stupid. He wouldn't do
Yeah.
something that's going to get him some liability or something like that. At least so far as I could tell.
Yeah, and the whole Lady K thing, Mr. Pro everyone's sexuality and live the way you want to live. But yet he knows, or he thinks it's an insult to refer to Carl as a female. That's kind of odd for someone that's sensitive to sexuality questions and issues.
Yeah,
he may be a fat fuck, but he's an honest man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he's fully on that so-called agenda of even allowing folks that aren't even adults yet to have life-changing decisions that it's just it's unbelievable, some of the views.
Yeah, he's right. He's all over the place with that. He's like whatever. He's like a chameleon. Whatever he has to be for that day or whatever crowd he's trying to appeal to.
Yeah,
it seems like that's what he is.
Politically correct, yeah, to a fault.
Blummel says, "I'm actually scared." No one wants to hear it that badly, says Space Nerd. Nobody gives a fuck. Oh, soccer, except for the entire rest of the world. Let's see. John sold 34 books. So, yeah, what's he think? That even if it's true, but I think Carl just said he had the link to the Amazon page. I believe that's Carl's contention. But yeah, I mean, it's just a reason to argue. It's just another point for him to argue about. Right up there with Hackride bringing Norm back to life, only to be a zombie talk show host. Yes, you can see that. You can see that the Gun Goozlers on Hackride's Patreon page. He could have called it Ha Ha John. He could have called it Ha Ha John instead of Ha Ha History. All right, let's keep this running. We got a couple more seconds of this to go.
It's my recorded work. It's my hard work.
His
comp. And you think you're going to take some money away from me?
My struggle.
You think you're going to give my book away for free? And I'm not going to do anything about it? And if I do, it's an act of violence?
That's stupid look.
Wabba.
There you go.
What do you think? When he articulates and he thinks he sounds intelligent, and it's the opposite.
Yeah, like he's slam dunking. Like, I slam dunk. I just made a point on you. Did you not see that? Do you not get the gravity of what just happened here? Yeah. So I understand the fascination with someone's the level of delusion in their mind. Like, and him and Aaron are very much on that similar plane. Just
it's a train wreck. Yeah.
It's a freaking train wreck. Well, this was awesome. Shout out once again, Psych Labs and Ding Dong. Please go ahead. Their link is also running in my chat, as well as all of our co-creators here today. So like, share, and subscribe, and help out all of our friends.
Nice
Flex
job,
says,
Psych.
LOL, nice. Well played, Psych. There you go. I love it. I love, once again, I love when people take the stuff that we do and just take it on a whole nother level and share it with me so we can have fun here on BF Live today. Well, it is 5 minutes to the top of the hour, of the third hour here on BF Live.
Yeah, like Tyranny does that a lot too. Yeah,
he does. Terry Nee is very much. I think I mentioned him at the beginning of this. People like Terry Nee and Psych. Those are the first two that come to mind when I think of people that really take the stuff and have like the most fun with it and kind of just bring other things to it that you would never expect.
You know what, babe? I'm bad. Really, really bad. You know what, babe? I'm bad. Come on. You know.
That's a Terry Nee. That's a Terry Nee joint right there.
Really?
Yeah. You want to see another Terry Nee joint?
Absolutely.
Sure enough. That's Terry Nee right there.
I'll never hear that song again in my head the same way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, yep, absolutely. You hear when you start hearing that dun 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 dun, dun you're gonna be disappointed when you don't hear that.
Right? Yeah, no kidding. Did you notice he positioned their heads on the knee?
Yeah, that was some kind of
Terry Nee.
oh, I get it.
Terry Nee.
Good point. I wasn't sure if that was like one of those overseas kind of people with two heads or whatever, but
yes, Siamese.
You're Siamese, but you're not wrong. But let's watch that again. There you go. Great. That's Terry Nee. So you never know. I'll be in my DMs or whatever, and Terry Nee is always throwing some fun stuff in the box, and Psych is throwing out the fun content, and Psych does even cool audio, having a great time with the voice thing. You might hear Bob sing before, but have you ever heard Bob rap, Kai Brancaccio?
No.
Well, here we go. Like to hear it? Here it goes.
Cool.
Oh, if it plays. Okay, why is it not playing? Everything is...
Bob who? Bob Levy?
Bob Levy. Yes.
Rapping.
Yes. And now I'm trying to play it and it won't fucking. Welcome to BF. Whoop, I love blocking people from chat. I am Blocky Fran. Oh yeah, that's me. That's another Psych lad. But here's what I intended to play right here. This is Bob rapping. You ain't gonna hear it nowhere else but here on BF Live.
Oh.
Love my tickets, but where's my picture? Love my tickets, but where's my picture? Love my tickets, but where's my picture? I love my tickets, but where's my picture? They're so good, they're so right. Oh, go, babe, oh, night. Got all my bitches, there's a where, though. Now all my bitches need to the west coast, all our bitches. Go. Chicken is ruffle pocket, so I'm sticking to this fucking. Got him tricking while they sucking. Give him the fucking. I dull it off, and I get 2 holes in the leeway. Give me to get holes of leeway. Try to hold the A, they all say the same about my game is tight. That's why every night, a different group with bitches start a fight.
That sounds like it's off the album Bobby's Poolside Rapping, Beach Ass.
Yeah. Coming from KTEL Records, Bobby's Jams. That's right.
That's cool.
So that not only Psych and Ding Dong and the Psych Labs is killing it with the video. Those are both audio features of theirs too. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I love having fun. Good shit, man. Let's see. Johnny's. It says it never gets old. This is amazing. Fuck me. What he just said. Wow, that's right. Guys are loving this. I love you guys. We're just like 2:59 here on the East Coast. We have done 3 hours of a show today. But we don't have to be done. So then after that, once again, another great talented person in our community is the lovely Stacey Allen, who you'll see in the chat family hanging out on a lot of shows on the Shuli Network and otherwise. And she heard Bob singing on Out of the Coffin just last weekend, and he sang a song and she did this to it.
Cool.
And I think this is a good way to kind of end the show. We're gonna play this. I'm gonna bring Kai. We're gonna come back and talk to Kai. We're gonna do our plugs, and we're gonna get this train moving on into the station and down the road. But right now, here is Bob against the machine.
Fuck you! I don't do what you tell me.
BF Live.
Fuck you!
Wednesday.
I don't do what you tell
Kai
me.
Brancaccio is my
Fuck
guest.
You, I don't do what you fucking
Hope you had
tell
fun
me.
today.
Fuck you! I don't do what you tell me.
We'll be here
Don't
tomorrow.
Do what you tell me. I don't do what you fucking told me.
Let's get psyched, Kai. Come on.
do what you told me.
Don't do what you fucking told me. Don't do. I don't do what you fucking told me. Fuck you. I don't do what you tell me. Don't fucking do what you tell me.
Told
Don't do what you told me. I don't do what you fucking told me. Fuck you.
Told you.
I heard you enjoying that in the background. I heard you enjoying that. So there you go. I think we packed in about as much fun as you could possibly pack into any 3-hour show here today with my friend Kai Brancaccio. Thank you for joining me today, buddy.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate the opportunity. And thank you so much for sharing the links for the channel. I'm really, really so thankful.
Well, hell yeah, man. I'm sorry if I didn't get you up to 100 maybe, but we got you up to like 78 or so. So we added a couple few, but a little bit at a time. We'll get you there.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Listen, it's a lot more than what we had before we came on here. And because of you, we have yet this to be thankful for, man. I really appreciate it, Bobby. And I love your show. I love the voice. I think you got something rolling here. I can't wait to catch you guys next time on Replayables.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, tonight, if you have an opportunity, if you have the time to watch, we'll be on 8 o'clock East tonight on the Levyverse channel.
Great. Absolutely.
Excellent. So tell everybody once again, the link has been running the whole time. I'm going to put it in one more time. But Kai, I'm going to give you the single screen. And any last thoughts, comments, or plugs you would like to do, sir?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to just express my thanks and appreciation for Bobby Fran. Very selfless, very kind to come and to join us at Catalano TV. So my first thank goes to him. I want to also thank all the friends in the community like Bobby Nick, Scott Fitzpatrick, and Cut of the Jib, 2K, all these guys. They're just great, man. Without them, this place would be a totally different place. And of course, my brother, Joey C. at Catalano TV, where Joey's the main draw. And of course, if you can't subscribe to Kai Brancaccio and Kai and Friends channel on YouTube, be so appreciative. And Bobby, I think you're gonna make some big tracks here, brother. I think you got a lot rolling, and you guys are just like a starship, just like Catalano TV. I think you have bright days ahead, brother. I see it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate all the positive comments from you and from other people in the chat. And I'm just going to keep, like I said, I'm going to keep doing this until they kick me out of here. That's kind of my take on all this stuff, man. I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to turn my gear on. I don't always know what's going to happen, but I know more often than not, it's always going to be fun because of these cool ass people in this chat family, man.
Lots of fun.
It wouldn't even be possible. And it took me a minute to put myself out there, but they really embrace me and they really make me feel good about this. So I'm looking forward to the future with you, myself, and this whole chat family, man. I love all this shit. I love having fun. I love positivity. So that's why I think maybe we click and connect. I like the way you start your show in the morning and started it this morning. And also it was very good having you on here and vibing with you here today, my friend, Kai Brancaccio.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You're a great talent, Bobby. Appreciate you.
Psych says, thanks, everyone. J-Dog says, great, good show today, BF. Thank you very much. Space Nerd says, good stuff, Psych. Both Ant and Hitler made me laugh. Great stream again, says Johnny A. See you guys tonight. Hoya, that's right, 8 o'clock East on the Bob Levy YouTube channel known as the Levyverse. 8 p.m. East, 5 Pacific. You will see us. J-Dog says, fuck you, I won't do what you told me. And that was just good because they were just getting him the riff singing super chat stuff. And the talented, once again, Stacey Allen put that to music. So big ups to Stacey Allen.
Yeah, shout out to Stacey.
Psych says, I'm glad, nerd. That's all I ever wanted is to make people laugh. Having fun with fun. Well, mission accomplished. Space Nerd
for
lets you
sure.
know.
Absolutely.
Psych says, that's so good. Thanks. From Johnny A. Johnny A is letting Psych know that. Dead Fools give him the love and the peace sign. Take care of yourself, man. Stay in the truck, stay out the heat, whatever you got to do, bro. And come on, man. That's some serious shit, man. Don't be messing around with that heart and fluid around the heart. Yeah. Thanks, Johnny. Truly. There's the link one more time for Kai Brancaccio, his stream on YouTube channel right there.
Appreciate
Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone, says the lovely Lisa. Terry Nee is laughing, which is always a great thing. And with that, we are at the end of the chat family check-in or the chat today. So, For my friend Kai Brancaccio, thanks for joining us today. For Bobby Nick, he's not here to do his plugs. He probably bailed out. He said, these guys are jabbering so much, I got nothing to do here. But I will let you know that anytime you turn YouTube on, you will pretty much catch Bobby Nick Haven. So check him out wherever he's doing.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays with no filter. He's always hanging out, doing multiple lounges. He's on the Alpha Lounge, sometimes on Catalano TV. He's on Cut of the Jibs channel all the time, all the different lounges. So shout out to my friend Bobby Nick Havens, Scott Fitzpatrick. So for Kai Brancaccio, Bobby Nick Havens, Scott Fitzpatrick, Stormy, the chat family, I'm going to say peace and love. I love all you guys. Thanks for joining me here every day, and we will see you the next time we see you right here on BF Live.
Ciao.
We are out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and see you tonight, 8 o'clock East, on the Levyverse. Goodbye, everybody.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.